allowed or not allowed, right? Like, do you think people who created the internet were not allowed to make the internet because there was no internet throughout civilization? They're doing something new. You think that if you're doing something new, that means you're not allowed to do it?
If you're trying to like connect dots from here and there, then we are actually going to end up in a completely different perspective, don't you think? Because we were talking about veganism, then you eventually turned it into
I
respecting
don't need
animals, which
the,
is
I don't
kind
need
of
the,
relevant.
I don't need the, I really don't need the recap. I really don't need the recap. I can easily focus. We're going step by step because you need to understand it, right? And you
Okay.
said that you are a person who rescues cats. That's what you said. You rescue cats. Why? Why is it that you think it's
Yeah.
wrong for a cat to die on the street or for a cat to be killed by somebody on the street, but you think it's okay for you to demand that a chicken get killed?
Yes. Yes. Okay. Before that, I would like to ask you a question. Why do you think that the animals that we eventually consume for our hunger or whatever, like our specific needs, why do you think it's completely different? Like, why do you think that
It's not.
cats and chicken should be equally respected?
It's
Like, no,
not.
let me clarify. Let me
It's
clarify.
not
Let me
different.
clarify first because I need to understand your perspective completely. Yeah. So I need to understand that why do you find it uncomfortable and why are you actually putting everything on the same manner?
Oh,
Because like if we
let me
put it on
clarify for
like
you. Let me make it as simple for you as
yeah,
possible.
please do.
I don't have absolutely any discomfort towards animals dying. I have absolutely no discomfort towards humans dying. I don't like to see it, sure. I don't like to see any of them, just like you don't
Mhm.
like to see any of them. But I don't have the reason why I choose to not kill humans or animals is not because of discomfort. No, it's not because of that, but rather because I respect them. I choose to not kill humans because I respect humans. I choose to not kill animals because I respect animals. It's not even about the fact that I would get punished for it or not. Not even that is stopping me, but rather just because I respect these individuals. That's why I choose not to kill these individuals. That's also why you choose to not to kill humans. Or do you are you saying the reason why you choose to not kill humans is because the law is because of the repercussions of it? Because there would be if you actually killed humans, something bad would happen to you. Is that why you choose not to kill humans, or is it because you respect humans?
Well, that's a completely different perspective because
Exactly.
if only means
You
of
choose to
killing
not
them,
kill you choose to
then
not kill humans. Exactly. You choose to not kill humans because you respect them. Not because there would be some form of bad thing happening to you if you did so. It's because you respect them.
uh-huh,
And in the same way, I choose not to kill animals because I respect them.
uh-huh.
Just like how you do with cats, you respect them. But all these other animals, you grew up, somebody told you at some point, hey, if you kill a chicken, it's okay because everyone else is doing it. But that doesn't make it okay. Just because everyone else is doing it doesn't make it okay. It's as simple as that. So, why do you think it's okay to kill a chicken but not a cat for exactly the same reason?
Mm, I think now I kind of understand where you're coming from. Okay, would you like to hold on a minute, please? Because my net
Sure.
is a bit fluctuating. So if you don't mind if I come back within a minute or two, right?
No, that's perfectly fine, sure.
Okay, thank you so
Excuse me,
much.
can I add something? Can I add
Yeah,
something,
sure,
please?
go for it.
The point. So the reason that we don't eat cats or any animal like that, it's because it's also harmful for humans.
Oh, it's not,
Carnivorous
no.
animals have. No, it is. It is.
Wait, dogs
Not
is not
always, but
harmful.
most of the time.
You can it doesn't really matter, right? It's harmful also for humans. Humans a lot of the times get salmonella. They get a lot of diseases from eating animal products. In fact, the reason why I think most of the viruses we have today are because of the spillover from animals. So in fact, they are very detrimental to humans also consuming animals. So that's not the reason why we don't eat these animals. It's not. It's very much arbitrary. But I'll ask you this just to make it simple and clear for you also. If you wouldn't get sick from eating cats, would you be okay with eating cats?
Probably not. They don't taste good.
What if they
Again,
did
because
taste
they are
good?
carnivorous.
What if they did taste good?
Then we could eat them because they are
Okay,
herbivores.
so you're saying you're okay with killing and eating a cat, even though you don't need to do it, correct? If as long as they taste good, and as long as it's healthy for you, you're okay with doing it, correct?
No, But
Oh,
again,
oh
if
no.
there's
Okay,
food to
okay,
eat,
no. So then, what's the difference between a cat and, let's say, a chicken that would make it okay to kill one but not the other for exactly the same reason?
okay, do you have pets that you can eat?
No.
You can. That's why they're not. That's the reason that they're your pets. If you
No, no, no.
eat
Just to be
cats or
clear,
any other
I'm sorry, IDK. Let
dog,
me clarify it for you also. Let me clarify it even easier. I know you think of cats as pets, but in the scenario that I presented to you, this cat would not be a pet. They would be selectively bred, brought into existence for the purpose of being killed and then consumed. The same way you would do
yeah,
to a chicken. Because you can have a pet
then they're
chicken
equal.
and you can have a pet cat. Both of these animals can be in the same situation. And I'm asking you, if I put a cat in the situation that I put a chicken, that means I bring them into existence to exploit and kill them. Would you be okay with that?
Okay,
And I'm assuming you're saying no. So then what exactly is the difference between these two animals that makes it okay to do that to one but not to the other?
it was already mentioned. You're making cats an equivalent to a chicken. If something's not possible, you cannot state that as
What's the
clarification. Now, let me
difference?
also give you an example.
What's the
Okay,
difference?
wait. I'm going there. Animals also need us to eat them. If you want a real reference, the Yellowstone park in America, what happened is that they didn't have any predators that would eat the carnivores. I'm
A
sorry, the
cat?
herbivores.
I'm sorry,
What
but no, no,
happened?
no, no, no. I'm sorry, IDK. I'm going to interrupt you absolutely whenever you are going to derail from what we're talking about. I'm going to interrupt you. This has nothing to do with wild animals. This has nothing to do with nature. We bring these animals into existence in a absolutely isolated location. So we can bring an animal into existence, a cat, and we can bring into existence a chicken. We can then kill the cat when they're at their biggest and consume their flesh. And we can then kill the chicken when they're at their biggest and consume their flesh. You're saying one of these things is right and the other is wrong. And you're saying that the chicken one is right and the cat one is wrong. Why is it that the chicken one is right but the cat one is wrong?
Because cats are
Okay,
cute.
that's a good point. Hmm. But there are also many points to it, cultural argument. But let me just give you a clarification why I said that. Look, if we did not eat the animals that we need to eat, what would happen is that we eat chickens, for example. Again, even if they're in
What
isolated
would happen?
environment, they're eating.
IDK. I'm sorry, but if your argument right now is saying that if we do not eat them, there'll be too many of them, you know that that's
Yes,
ridiculous. But do you live in a Muslim country, IDK?
yes, I do.
Okay. Are you having an overpopulation of pigs because you guys don't eat pigs?
We don't have pigs in our country, sir,
Okay, so you don't have an overpopulation of pigs.
because we don't have pigs.
There
We're
you
not in
go.
that type of
So why
region.
would you say that any other animal do you think there would be an overpopulation? The reality is all these animals, they don't reproduce on their own. We reproduce them. We selectively breed them. We put our hands in their vaginas and their hoo-has and all that stuff, and we make them
Well, in
reproduce.
India,
They
in
wouldn't
India,
reproduce so
they can
often.
eat pigs. They can eat pigs, but there's no pigs there. But they can eat it. It's not there because also the um, region. If we did not eat chickens, they would put too less food, meaning that at the end of the chain, they would also have less food and they would die. Again, so we're meant to eat these animals.
No, we're not
Cats, we're
meant to
not.
eat
We
any
don't.
animals, by the way. If we were meant to eat animals, then can you explain to me why the scientific evidence shows that you are healthier and live longer if you don't eat animals? Since we're meant to eat animals,
I don't think
surely the scientific evidence would show otherwise, shouldn't it?
it does not show that we are better. We need protein, and you might say, yeah,
Oh,
plants
no,
have
no, we
protein.
don't need animal
We
protein. I'm actually a certified nutritionist and I have evidence showing you. And I'll show you right now evidence done on 500,000 people. And the people who were on a plant based diet, not only that they were healthier, but they lived longer. So I'm not sure what you think you know, but it is actually healthier to be on a plant based diet. I'm not even debating that. I've just brought this argument as an argument against your claim that we are meant to eat animals, which we clearly are not, since when we don't, we live longer and better lives.
But if you do not have like anything without plants, you will have vitamin B12 deficiencies, and then
Oh, okay.
more,
Let's go down
you
the
know,
B12. I
eating
appreciate you
stuff
bringing
more.
that the B12 thing. Where do you think vitamin B12 is coming from?
Animals, yeah, meat
Yeah, but animals
itself.
don't make it. Animals also need it themselves. So where do you think a chicken takes their
Yeah, they
vitamin
need plants.
B12?
They take plants because they can synthesize it.
No, no,
They
no,
can
no, no,
process
no,
that in
no.
their body.
Let me be clear. No, yeah, that's a common misconception. No, chickens cannot synthesize B12. No.
Okay, they can, but they have it. Then why isn't it
How do
happening
you
to
think they
us?
get it? How do you think they get it?
From plants. Yeah,
No, no,
definitely.
no,
Then
no.
why
They
don't
don't
we
get it
have
from
it?
plants. No, no, they don't get it from plants. No.
Okay, that-
So chickens get B12 today from supplements. They are supplemented B12. So instead of taking a second-hand supplement through a chicken, why wouldn't you take a supplement yourself directly?
Okay, then how did we did not have B12 deficiencies before?
Oh, it's fairly simple to explain.
Before there was
B12,
supplements.
B12, I'll explain to you, sure. So B12 is actually coming from a bacteria that's produced on the ground, but because of heavy agriculture, not just animal agriculture, plant agriculture also, because of heavy agricultural practices, we managed to fuck up the ground, we managed to fuck up the bacteria, and therefore there isn't enough of that anymore. So what's happening nowadays is farmers have to feed B12 to the animals. And let me tell you from personal experience, I had a severe B12 deficiency when I wasn't even vegan. When I was consuming animal products, I had a severe B12 deficiency because I was buying biological products. And in the biological industry, a lot of the times they don't even give them B12. So I wasn't getting B12 at all. And I had such a severe deficiency that I had to take shots. So no, B12, nowadays, the world we live in today, B12 is either supplemented to cows as cobalt or to other animals as cobalamin, which is the vitamin itself directly.
Okay, so I would like to hand it over to Aizen, the dude we were talking to. He's probably smarter
Sure.
than me, so I hope you guys have a good argument.
Sure. So, tell me, why?
Yeah.
So we come back to the same question that we were. I think we were at the question of why is it
Yeah.
okay to kill a chicken but not a cat?
Well, because of the points that you have brought, I think you kind of narrowed down my perspective. So I think it completely eventually down to subjective point of views. Because if I cannot deny the points that you have made, like from the cobalt and cobalamin and whatever the perspective you have brought up, which is true. And I think it's more for the convenience that people eventually go for the consuming meat stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of taking the supplements, why not I eventually inject it to the animals and I consume the animals from that perspective? Like when you clearly said that you were once non-vegan and now eventually turned into vegan. So my question would be that why do you think that it's not okay, except from the respecting perspective? I just want to know. Like I understand that one of the main vital components of the definition of veganism is coming from respecting animals. But that being said, I want to know your perspective. That except if you keep the respect part out, what are the exact other things that you think that actually strengthens your side that
So-
veganism is better? Because
So-
if I am here, if I am to make my point clear, just to add an extra, sorry to interrupt in between, I have no perspective on veganism is better or non-veganism is better. I think it's completely about subjective. If you feel like you're gonna eat it, you can eat it. If you don't feel like you're not gonna eat it, you're not gonna eat it.
Yeah,
All
but
right? Because I have been eventually, if I have to add that I have severely decreased my meat consumptions over the years, and I am getting good results as well. But even that being said, I kind of feel it completely comes down to subjective matters, because I personally, if you ask me, I have never thought of such. Because if I have to bring, then I have to bring maybe some religious perspective, but that's not completely out of our discussion and perspective, because we're completely talking here on logics and scientific evidence, right?
Yeah. So let me simplify it for you. First of all, this isn't about eating, okay? I just explained to you, and just so that we stay clear of the
Yeah.
eating scenario. Do you think that if I oppress an animal, say for instance, if I kill a chicken, and then I use their body as a punching bag, do you think that's right or is that wrong?
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
That's completely wrong.
Okay, but I can
Yeah,
say,
killing and slaughtering is kind of different.
but I can say, well, I
Maybe.
need to work out,
Mhm.
and the chicken makes a good punching
Uh-huh.
bag. So why is that wrong?
Is it my network or is it yours? Because like I'm having trouble listening to you properly.
I mean, I
Is it
can
the
hear you
case for other
properly.
people as well? Oh yeah, I can hear it properly now. I just the last word I heard is like you want a punching bag and rest I couldn't hear. So
Yeah, so
if you
so
like to continue from
sure. So I can make a punching bag out of a chicken, and I can say I want to do it because I need to exercise. Would that still be
Mhm.
wrong?
yeah, it still be wrong
But
because
in
from a
order for me
humanitarian
to
perspective is wrong.
but in order for me to live healthy, I do need to exercise. So why would that be wrong?
Yeah. Okay. I mean you can find a lot of different alternatives, I guess,
Okay,
from that
exactly.
perspective.
Exactly. So if I have an alternative to an action, harming an
However,
animal
if
is
you don't
wrong.
have any other options, if you don't have any other options, and this is your only way of survival, then what can you do?
If
I
it's
mean,
the
if
only
you
way of
would start
survival,
your
I'll go down
yeah,
this route. But if it's let me be clear, if it's your only way of survival, nobody has a problem with it. I don't have a problem with humans
yeah,
eating each other if it's the only way of surviving. I have a problem when humans eat each other and they have other options. I have a problem when humans eat animals and they have other options. I have a problem when humans oppress animals and they have other options. It's all about options.
true.
And do you think that in
I
the
mean,
situation of food, you do
like
not have other options?
I think most of the people do, but they choose not to.
But do
Where
you
like
have
very
other
few
options?
other people. But for me,
Yeah.
I would say, yeah. I mean, I would be completely lying if I said that I don't.
So if you have other options, how is the
Mm-hmm.
scenario of taking a chicken's life to use their body
Mm-hmm.
as a punching bag any different than taking a chicken's life to use their body
Mm-hmm.
as a different optional product, and that is food? How is that any different?
Well, well, I mean, from where I consume meat, they don't usually like use them as a punching bag to extract
No,
the
but
meat
they
from
kill
them.
them.
They
They kill
just
them. The injustice,
yes,
by the
but
way,
they
the
kill
injustice,
yeah,
the injustice
yeah.
done to us, the animal, is not what happens after they die. The injustice done to the animal is the killing. And the way we judge you, the reason why the motive matters is because the killing itself is obviously bad to the animal. But if the killing can somehow be justified, that means maybe it's necessary, maybe you have a reason, a good reason for it, then we say it's
Mm-hmm.
justified. But a good reason cannot possibly be one when you have another option instead of choosing to kill them.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a very logical perspective if you put it in that way.
That's
But
the
that being
way.
said, okay, I have a question. I have a question for you.
Sure.
Do you think that the word murder and the word slaughter is exactly the same, or they actually define different meaning?
No, I think they're the same. I mean, don't we use? There's in the law. There's even like a punishment for a thing called manslaughter. So they're the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I think slaughter just
So
somehow
from your
implies
perspective,
multiple. I think slaughter doesn't just mean one. I think it means multiple. It's kind of the same thing, but it means multiple. I'm not 100% sure. Because the
mhm.
reality is, it doesn't matter why these words are the way they are. Because the only thing that matters is that we're in a position where we don't need to kill an animal. And how can we ever justify doing so to them? Because the way you
Okay,
feel
I
about
have
a
a
cat
question.
is
Like,
the
I
way you
have a
should feel about
follow-up
all of
question.
them. Go on.
That is, what do you think will happen if every human being in the world, regardless from what country they're from, regardless of what kind of geographical location they are in right now, eventually stop eating all the meat? Where do you see the world? How do you view
Oh,
it? What will happen?
much better place. We could feed a lot more people. There will be considerably less injustice. The environment would bounce back in like I think a matter of 3 or 5 years. The environment would be monumentally better off. We would use a lot less water, a lot less land, so we would have a lot more biodiversity. We would have a lot more forests. So obviously, the nature would be monumentally better. Humans would be monumentally better because we would live in a society where we don't just exploit and kill others based on how they're born. By the way, humans who work in slaughterhouses suffer from PTSD, and a lot of the times they are from marginalized communities, and they get abused for their status in the society. So that would no longer happen also. I don't know, everyone would benefit. We could feed a lot more people also in the process because, when we farm animals, we have to farm a lot of food for the animals, right? We farm a lot of corn and a lot of soy to feed to the animals, and then directly we create a lot more food than is required. For example, there's a country in Africa, I forgot what the country's name is, but they solely make food like corn and soy, which they themselves don't eat because it's such a corrupt country, but rather that country sends all that food to Europe to feed to the animals. And that country has starving people in them. So it's very fucked up. So where would we be? We would be in a much better world. And also, as Sparrow mentioned in the chat, antibiotic resistance, because most of the antibiotics are given to the animals.
If you put it in that way, yeah. But don't you think that if we eventually stop, consuming animals, or let's just say that we let go of these animals and we let them free the way they want to be, they will be eventually needing more lands than humans because they need to roam around, they need to do whatever they want. But the amount of people, the amount of population is increasing day by day. I think, if I'm not wrong, we're close to 9 billion, or if not 8 billion. And we are already on short of lands. What's your perspective on that?
No, so it takes between 3 to 10 times more land to create 1 gram of meat protein versus 1 gram of plant protein. I can give you the source right now for that. I'll put it in the chat. But obviously, so it takes monumentally less land to make plant protein than meat protein, because again, in order to make meat protein, we have to create plant protein, feed it to the animals, and get a lot less protein back in the process. I dropped it in the chat right now.
But why do we have to eventually go for the artificial one? Why cannot we stick to the natural ones the way we used to be maybe centuries back?
Because we grow.
People...
I'm sorry, but we grow the amount of meat and animals that we grow the amount of animals we grow today is nothing compared to the amount of animals we used to grow. Do you know how many animals we kill worldwide today per year?
I was aware, but I'm not I'm not updated with the current information. Maybe
90 billion land animals and trillions of sea creatures. We kill trillions of animals each year.
But don't you think that
this is a major...
this is the concept of food chain,
No,
this
not.
Food chain.
No, it's not, because first of all, even if it were the concept of food chain, it wouldn't matter because we don't need to kill them. Food chain isn't an indication. Food chain isn't a manual on how you should behave. Food chain is a description. Food chain is looking at nature and saying, oh, this animal eats this other animal. Interesting. That must mean that the energy flows in a different way in this ecosystem, because that's what it is. It's about how energy flows in an ecosystem. But even if... But I said that was the even if. But these animals, they're in an isolated scenario. We deforest a lot of land so that we can put these animals on this land, so that we can grow food for these animals. And we bring these animals into existence. They don't breed on their own. We breed them. And then when they're at their biggest, which for a chicken is 28 days, which a chicken, 42 days, and the chicken can live 10 years. We kill them at 42 days. We kill them at less than 2 months old, and they can live 10 years because they don't grow anymore. And by the way, these are called Franken chickens, like colloquially, because they grow so fast.
Yeah, I heard of them. Of them.
But this is the chickens that we use for meat almost everywhere, but worldwide. People say it's KFC does this. No, everyone does this.
Yeah, but I think capitalization, everything has actually ruined it.
Yeah, obviously
Because
capitalization just
like
has amplified the problem, but the problem is still there. Even if when capitalism wasn't there, the problem was still the same. We still chose to exploit and kill animals, and that's the problem. And I'm very interested in why you still choose to exploit and kill animals when you understand that there's no necessity behind it, and you understand that everyone would be better off if you chose not to.
like I said, if I repeat again, in case that was completely subjective, I think it's my choice. Maybe I find it more tasty.
But it's
Maybe
not your
for me it's
choice.
more
I'm
viable.
sorry.
Maybe
I'm
no,
sorry,
no,
it's
no, no,
not
no,
your
no, no.
choice.
Let me clarify. That's what you think, that it's
No,
not your
no,
choice
no,
because
no, no, Tin. Would you
no,
agree
no,
that
no. I have some.
a choice is cannot possibly be your personal choice when it involves somebody else? Because it can also be my choice to go ahead and kill people on the street and then eat them. But that couldn't
Mhm.
possibly be a good choice, could it? Or it wouldn't be a personal
Okay,
choice.
I see. Okay, but even if you put it like that, then I think it's my personal choice again. I would say, even if
But
you
what
say,
about
yeah,
the
I mean,
dude? What?
it might
Okay,
be eventually influenced. Maybe, maybe it's eventually influenced, but then again, eventually comes to your personal choice and personal calls and personal intentions. No,
wait, but Tin, is it not your personal choice to cheat on your partner?
don't you think that eventually it comes down to your personal choice to cheat on your partner? Like it's up
It
to you.
is.
You're gonna end up
It
cheating
is.
on not.
It's up to you. Do you think it's a personal choice to cheat on your partner?
Yes, I think it's a personal
Okay,
choice to cheat
perfect.
on your partner.
Perfect. Does that mean that you should do it?
No,
No. Why? Because it's bad to do so. Because you're hurting somebody.
that's yeah.
Okay, well, the reason why this other personal choice that you have legally is also bad and you shouldn't do it because you're hurting somebody.
Ah, so you're putting in that perspective. Then why? Okay, I have a question to you personally. Why do you think that humans and animals are on par or when it comes to same respect scale and every other thing?
Why are they what?
Like why they are on the same scale? Because you're put in the relevance, right? Like
Well,
if I'm
humans are
hurting a human
animals.
being, so it's not better. Yeah. Like
Humans
why do
are
you think that they
animals.
are equal?
I never said they're equal.
That's
I
why.
just said they're animals. Humans are animals.
But humans have the point like ability to think. They have their own will, and every
So do
human have
animals.
different way of thinking, right?
So do animals,
But
yes.
but not a, I mean, at the end of the day, every tiger is actually living the same way, right?
No, they're
Maybe they
not.
are a bit more aggressive.
I'm
Why do you think
sorry.
that?
I'm sorry,
And
Tin.
elaborate.
I'm sorry. What is it that you want out of life? Is it not the same thing that I want of life? Liberty, justice, and the pursuit of happiness? Isn't that we all want exactly the same thing? To enjoy our life, to fuck, to
Yeah,
love,
but the way we're
and
doing
to
it is
have a
completely different,
family?
no? But the way we are eventually achieving is not. It's
It's the
different,
same,
no?
and that's the case for other animals also. They want the
No,
same thing
okay.
as you
Let me
do,
give you
and
an
they achieve it
example.
in a different
Let
way.
me give you an example in that look so that you can understand like what kind of point I'm trying to make. Yeah, like you just said that you are looking for like one of the key things that all human change is freedom, right? So
Yeah.
maybe for someone living the way they want to is freedom, and for someone living the way they are okay with is freedom. Do you understand the difference? Like if I put it in that way, like okay, I just don't want $1 million so that like whenever I am planning or I'm liking a product, I don't have to look at the price tag. To
Sure.
me, this is freedom. But on the
Sure.
other hand, it doesn't matter what kind of surroundings I'm having. I just want to go to a nightclub. Maybe I'm end up sleeping with someone that I don't know, and I'm okay with one standard. This is my freedom.
Sure.
So, but when it comes to animals, like for lions or tigers or whatever,
Yeah.
we're not planning to do it like that. They're always eventually planning to like establish their dominance by eventually fighting each other, right? Like
No,
they
let
have
me
their
explain to you,
pride, they have
Tin.
their
So,
hood,
so,
they try
so,
to
so no,
protect
no, no,
and
no,
every
no.
other thing.
Tin. So you see, you're assuming that the reason why that happens is because they're somehow intellectually inferior. But why aren't you assuming that the reason why that happens is because they don't have the abundance of options that you do? Because if you lived in a place where you only had one option to live your life, you would want to live your life the way that that one option only provides it to you. Don't give me this bullshit that they do this because I'm so intelligent. I'm the one who can go out there, put some of this liquid that I created, makes me feel a little bit stupider, and therefore I get into this machine that I created, I'll kill a couple of people, and somehow that makes me all of it more intelligent. How? How is that anything? And let's just, you know what? I don't even care. Let's assume that you are more intelligent than them. How is it that you think it's okay to kill somebody because you think they're less intelligent? Or in other words, if I find a human being who has the same level of intelligence of a chicken, and there are human beings like that on this planet, and do you think it's okay to treat them how we treat a chicken?
Could you repeat that again? Because I had a hard time understanding it. So if you don't mind.
Sure. If I find a human being who has the same level of intelligence as a chicken, would you be okay to treat them like how we treat chickens? Like put them in a gas chamber?
It's not possible. Even if you assume, it doesn't make sense, does it?
It is possible. There are humans who have that, who have even lower intelligence than a chicken.
That's utterly disappointing, though. Not gonna lie.
But it's disappointing as it may be. The question remains: how would you treat these humans? Would you say it's okay to kill and eat them?
I mean, humans are humans, chickens are chickens. I would treat a human as a human should be treated, and I would be
Okay.
treating a
But
chicken
you
as a
see,
chicken should
this
be treated.
tautology means absolutely nothing, because the point of contention was why treat them differently in a situation where there's no necessity to harm them. And I'm not even asking you why treat them differently. I'm asking you why, in the same situation that we started with a cat versus a chicken, and now we're at a human versus a chicken, because it doesn't really matter what the animal is. Why on earth would you choose to kill an animal, whether they're human, chicken, cat, dog, or whatever else? Why on earth would you choose to kill them when you can choose not to and still have the same result? Food satisfaction, nutrition, and everything else.
I think it has the point that you tried to mention, food satisfaction and everything. Let me give you a different perspective. Like maybe
Can you
that
please
way we
answer
can
my
conclude,
question?
and maybe
Can you please answer my question? I'm no
so
longer,
that's what
because
I'm
you
trying
already
to do.
dodged it several times.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the
Yeah, so
difference
that's what I'm
between these
trying
two
to get.
individuals?
Okay. I think from my perspective that I think
No,
I
from
think it
their
comes with
perspective,
values.
not from you, not
Yeah,
the
yeah, that's what
value
I'm
that
trying
you
to
place
make.
on
Like
them,
if you
from
ask
their
me, you asked me
perspective.
the question, right? Like you asked me the question, so I
I know
think
I asked you
whatever
the
I would
question.
try
There's
to
no
say,
need to
eventually it
recap.
would be self-centric. Even if I give you a generalized answer, it
No,
would be from my
Jim.
perspective.
Just to be clear, the answer will be from your perspective, but I'm asking you to think not what your value is towards them, not how you see them. We've already established that you see them differently. I already understand that you value one more than the other. But you also value humans differently. You also see humans differently. You also value a human more than a cat, yet you don't cut the throat of a cat. So this whole scale of value means nothing. The question remains, why is it okay to kill one but not the other?
I think it comes with values and perspective. Like humans are taught that cats are mostly for their emotional like consumption, where like chickens are for their food consumption.
Yeah, but you were taught that. At some point in our history, some humans were taught that it's okay to enslave these other humans because they have a different skin color. You being taught something
Right.
doesn't make it right, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't. It's completely unethical.
Yeah, so aren't you doing exactly the same thing? You were taught that these animals were born in a way, oh, they were born in that way, therefore it's okay to kill them and eat them.
Maybe.
That's it. Do you really want to be this person who discriminates based on how somebody's born? They never chose to be born a chicken, yet you say you're born a chicken. That's it, fuck you. Go to hell, get killed.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's kind of ironic, but what can you do eventually?
You
Like,
can choose
one or
to
two
not do
person
that.
can
What do you
eventually
mean?
cannot change.
Yeah, one person you can change.
But
100
eventually-
animals each year are specifically killed for you. You may not change the system, but you'll change the life of 100 animals. If you tell me right now that by me having the same food satisfaction, having the same life, but only changing something slightly, would mean that some animals will be saved, that some humans will be saved. Why the fuck wouldn't I do that?
Yeah, true. Very true.
And I'm not asking you to
I think
save them,
most
by
of
the
people
way.
don't
I'm just
think.
asking you to not oppress them,
Yeah,
which is a little bit different. Because right now, when
yeah,
you're in this position, you're not in the position where when I'm asking you to do something virtuous or something good. I'm asking you to do the bare
yeah,
minimum and not oppress them.
yeah. I mean, I personally do not slaughter them at all. Just like you said, maybe I'm just one of the consumers here.
You demand it. It starts with you. If people like you wouldn't demand it anymore, they wouldn't slaughter them anymore.
Maybe in the larger scale, yes. Maybe someday, yes.
That's just the truth, man. You have to do
Yeah.
with that what you want, huh? It's kind of sad that you do seem like an intelligent person, and it's kind of sad that you choose to still neglect all that and go by what everyone else is doing simply because you've always done it and everyone else around you is doing it.
Well, ironic, isn't it?
Wow.
Maybe someday I can like walk on the same footsteps as you. You never
Are
know.
you willing to watch a video about? It's a 3-minute video about what happens to animals.
I think I am aware of what happens to animals, kind of.
Just give this
But
video a watch. That's it. 3 minutes out of your life. Give that a watch and see how you feel. You get to make your choices afterwards. Nobody can force you. Whatever you want to do, you'll do yourself. Just at least be aware of what you're paying for. And it takes 3 minutes out of your life. Nothing to lose, huh?
yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the next conversation. Maybe somebody else has a better point. So who else wants to continue having the conversation?
I don't know.
Thanks for your time, though.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You want a mic up? I don't know.
I'll go get some water.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Hello, Xerox, Soy Boy, sorry, Annie, Pasik, Abir, Zubair, how are you all?
Hello there.
You want a mic up? I don't know. What will-
I mean, just before like moving to another person, I just want to say something about, if you like that you're not gonna influence, I mean, the industry or whatever, because we are just one individual. I mean, the power of just doing you the right thing is that it's so powerful, because I just noticed that because my dad is a farmer. We used to have a farm when I was a kid, and for one period it was famous in my region that eating chicken and eating eggs is unhealthy, and people stopped eating chicken and eggs, and really it was so bad. The situation was so bad for my dad. So and not only him, it was for all farmers. So they stopped, um all processes related to chicken and eggs. And that moment I didn't realize it, but like for now, as an adult, I just see that, you know even if you're thinking that you're the only one that's fighting for the right of animals, you're enough. You just do whatever you see it's right, and try to just spread the ideas to other people, and maybe someday we will have a world full of vegans. That's it.
I'm gonna answer some comments in my chat. Okay, let's see. We got some people in the chat here who don't want
Somebody's
to.
posting about the field that's in plant agriculture.
We'll be back. Eating meat doesn't. Oh wait, Do I need to refresh this highlighted comment? One second. 1 second. Let me get the highlighted comment up and running. How's everyone doing today? Huh? We started the stream. We went all in, and we was having a conversation. I had a lot of conversations before this, and I thought, you know what? Why the hell am I not going live and sharing it? I'm very tired. That's why. And I thought, if I go live, there will just be a lot of comments on how I don't look good because I'm tired. But I'm just tired, and I was sick. I'm no longer sick, by the way. Today I'm pretty good. But yeah. Let me, get the message from the live stream, okay? Okay, overlay URL, this is done, okay. Then we can see the highlighted comment. I am wondering why everyone is not wanting to engage with us. Small, okay. There we go. We got the comment, everyone. We got the comment. Let's put it on top of why I'm not vegan. There we go. And we can see it nicely. Thank you, everyone, for bearing with me. I appreciate you. Okay. Eating meat doesn't automatically mean you support animal cruelty. Humans are omnivores and you can still care about animal welfare while choosing where your food comes from. Obviously, you can choose to care about animal welfare, right? Just like you can choose to care about slave welfare. In a situation where people are enslaving humans, you can choose to be an abolitionist and say we shouldn't be enslaving others. Or you can choose to be one who cares about whether the slaves have good conditions, like Netflix and stuff. But I personally think we should abolish slavery. I personally think we should not enslave and kill other animals simply because we can. One second, we got a little bit of a troll here in the chat. Keep in mind that spamming will get you timed out. So, just don't spam. There's no point to it. But yes, killing an innocent animal when there's no need for it, it obviously makes you a bad person towards the animals. Let's see if there's anybody having conversations in Discord. So, does anybody want to have a conversation with us about animals? I guess not. Okay, I'll be back to more comments in my chat. Okay, let's see more comments in this chat. In the creation account, God gives humanity every seed-bearing plant and fruit for food. No mention of eating animals. Well put, Neil Smith. Chickens are great people. Well put, Jake. Vegan 11 years here. Testosterone always tests fine every year. Mine is higher than most people, so I guess I'm good. Oh, Ricky, I understand you're very triggered by the fact that some people choose to not oppress innocent animals. But as I explained to you, spamming will not get you anywhere. I appreciate you being here, though. We got a good one, everyone. Here it comes. Vegans are hypocritical plant killers. Plants are breathing, feeling, sentient being apostrophe S too. Oh my god. Source? Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. Plants are sentient. No, plants are not sentient, no. And if you want to see a study for that, luckily when I'm doing this type of thing, I can actually provide a study and show it to you. Let me just give me one small second. A kleine Sekunden. 1 second, bro. Plants. Oh wait, it's on this other side. Some studies I have them saved as links. Some studies I have them saved as PMIDs. I absolutely have to clean that up and maybe provide a search for it. Ooh, that's a good one. I'll make a website for that, everyone. Okay, here you go. Debunking plant consciousness. I'll put the study right now in the chat for all them vegans are hypocritical. Okay. And let me show you. Let's find the screen capture. Okay, we got this. And let's put it to this one. Okay. So you see the little study over here. Okay. Let's move it a little bit down. Here we go. Perfect. Debunking a myth, plant consciousness. Shall we go through it step by step? No, I don't think we should go through it step by step. It's way too much of a thing to go through. But if you go there, you'll see that it defines the definition of consciousness. It explains the complexity of how it defines consciousness and everything. Then it makes every single claim that you may claim about plants, one by one, why that's not true. Each living cell is consciousness. That's the first claim. You can look at that. Consciousness in plants is indicated because they sense environmental changes and respond adaptively, integrating information for goal-directed behavior and making decisions along the way. You can also read about that. It's only one paragraph afterwards. Membrane potentials and obviously you understand what this whole thing is, right? I'll drop the link yet again in the chat so that you guys can read it yourselves and understand. But let's, just for the sake of it, let's act a little bit stupid today, okay? I'm just gonna be a little bit dumb today, okay? Plants are sentient! Okay, so I believe that plants are sentient, right? Now all of a sudden, I have become stupider than a box of tissues. And now that I know that plants are sentient and I'm this stupid, the question is right now, should I choose to kill more plants or should I choose to kill less plants? I think the better choice is killing less plants, right? Because when you choose to adopt a plant-based diet to be vegan, you're killing less plants. Why are you killing less plants? It's simple. Because we grow a lot of plants to feed to the animals. A lot of them. In fact, for the same amount of, what was it? I can drop also the study on that. It takes between 3 to 10 times more land to produce meat protein than vegetable protein. Where is that coming from? Obviously because we have to grow a lot of plants to feed to the animals. Here you go. I also dropped a study for that. We're not in the business of trust me bro situation. As you see, everything I say is provided with evidence. Because that's what we're here to do. Have evidence-based conversations. So yeah. Now let's go back to Discord. The real boss, do you want to have a conversation with us? Okay, Discord is still muted, I guess. Nothing's happening here. Okay, coming back to the extremely smart chat here. Oh, somebody wants to debate. Perfect. Just join the link. The link is pinned right now. Join the link and go to the channel Veganism is Better. I think you have a 5 or 10 minutes cooldown, but just join that link. Simple. Veganism is an impossible standard to define. It is an ideology born from privilege and a complete disconnection from nature. Oh, you're 100% right. That's right. The science says completely otherwise. Because you see, when we're on a plant-based diet, we're actually doing better for nature. Biodiversity loss. What am I saying this? Let me show you all of this. What the hell are we doing? This is the beauty of being here, isn't it? Let me show you the next study. Oh my God, it's so pretty. It's so pretty that I can show you the evidence right here, right now. And you guys, all you can do is accept it and take it. There you go. So we're opening up the screen capture again. There we go. Vegans, vegetarians, fish eaters, and meat eaters in the UK show discrepant environmental impacts. I'll paste the study in the chat right now for all of you who are like, this is fake. There you go. And I'll just jump directly. All environmental indicators shows a positive association with the amount of animal-based food consumed. Dietary impacts for vegans were 25% of high meat eaters, which is more than 100 grams of meat every day. So 25%. For greenhouse gas emissions, 25%. For land use, 46% for water use, 27% for eutrophication, and 34% for biodiversity. So that means if you care about nature, you should be vegan, because you will have less biodiversity loss, less water usage, and less eutrophication. But let's face it, none of you actually care about nature, right? Because if you actually cared about nature, you would also go shit in the woods. You're just coming up with excuses. Okay, let's go back to Discord, since nobody wants to debate me here. No conversation still here.
Family, though.
Apparently
We
not.
have got an excuse.
Okay.
What do you think of family, though, Chip?
A family?
Family, though, like my family is not vegan. They eat animals, so I have to.
Your family's not vegan, so you have to eat animal products?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, put some animals into my mouth.
I mean, you obviously have to do what your family does. The minute that you're born, you were brought into existence for the sole purpose of doing what your family says you should do. So therefore, you should do what your family says you should do. So yeah, obviously. Right? It's consistent. If your family says you should kill somebody, then you should kill somebody. Simple. There's people on my chat saying that I wrote the articles on PubMed. The studies by Peter Scarborough, Michael Clark, Linda Kobiak, Karen Pep. Oh my god. It's so funny.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's fake, bro. It's fake.
Oh my god. How do you deal with that? Oh my god.
Oh, I just ignore the stupidity. I mean, at some point you have to. Like, obviously, when I show them, like, it's so funny, right? Like, show me the studies. I show them the study. Well, you wrote that one. How? How would I have written this one? It's literally written in 2023. Like, it's in multiple scientific journals. These people don't understand how scientific journals work. They don't understand how any of this, like, they just they just think that, oh, it's the internet, therefore it is something else. Oh wait, I got a good one in the chat. I'll be back. He will never protest the Haitians eating the Haitians eating the dogs or cats, though. Bro, I have a problem with every sentient being being exploited to death for an optional product. Whether it's the Haitians eating the dogs or cats, as you claim, you're one of those people who thinks Trump is a good person, right? Gone with the wind. Whether you think that the Haitians eating dogs or cats, if they actually did do that, it's bad. But it's just as bad as you eating chickens, pigs, cats, dogs. It's the same. Doesn't matter who's doing it, and it doesn't matter which animal. As long as you exploit and slaughter them for an optional product, it doesn't really matter. Simple as that. Thank you, Martin, for TK. I think you are not very intelligent, and I think you would enjoy having a conversation with me, because I think I can help you think for a second if you want. You can join the Discord and we can have a decent conversation, or if you want I can give you a link. But otherwise, I don't think you're very intelligent, or you're intelligent enough to understand it if you just stick in the chat. I do need to send you to have a decent conversation so that I stop you when your brain is doing its thing, that it's going into that continuous loop. Okay. Adult entitled kid. I would say the person who feels entitled is the one who thinks they have the right to exploit and slaughter everyone simply because they're born different than them. Wouldn't you say the same, John Fisher, who is continuously creating an account? What do you think? Maybe you join the link and we have an actual conversation. Should we not be concentrating on fixing humans so we feel empathy? Veganism will follow eventually. Well, you can focus on whatever the fuck you want to focus on, Nick Rose 8 things. If you want to fight for the rights of women, which sometimes I do, I welcome it, I applaud it, and I encourage you to do so. But while you do that, do you think it's justified for you to commit any other injustice? Like, say for instance, if you are fighting for the rights of women, does that mean you can, I don't know, dismiss the rights of LGBTQ people? Because I would say it doesn't. So if that doesn't work out, why would all of a sudden, would that mean that you have the right to violate the rights of other animals? Because you see, veganism is the bare minimum. That's all it is. You're just saying, I'm not going to exploit animals. I'm not asking you to fight for them. I'm not sitting here telling people, please fight for the animals. No. I'm asking you, please don't be an oppressor. Please don't be the one who's violating the rights of these animals. Which you can do while at the same time fight for the rights of humans, if that's what you're concerned with. I'm here for snarky Chip. I have been pretty snarky today, haven't I? Sometimes I just am that way. I'm sorry, Linda. Well, I'm not sorry because you appreciate it. Imagine believing that you're the dude who is going to make the world vegan. I don't believe that. When did I say that I believe that? It's kind of silly. Wait, things are happening in the No conversation still. Pseudo hype.
Sorry, they're vegan.
Oh, they're vegan already. Yeah.
Somebody in the chat says, like it's okay to eat dogs as long as it's cultural. And I asked, is it okay to rape women? And he said, that's no longer cultural, that's moral. I mean, did you mean to say that it's moral to rape women?
Yeah, are you saying that something being cultural makes it moral? Oh my god, I also have a misogynist in my chat. Oh, that's funny. Trump supporter, misogynist. Whew. What right do women not have? The right to feel safe on the street. Women cannot walk on most streets. Women cannot walk outside without being harassed by other men. But you might be one of those men who harasses women and then they get upset. And all I did was touch them inappropriately. Does that mean I need to go to jail? Yeah, you should go to jail if you don't get consent and you do something without their consent. Eat tofu scrambled, not scrambled eggs. Yeah. What other rights do women not have? Let's see. They don't have equal pay as men. Why the fuck not? Let's see. Oh, body autonomy is a big one that's being taken away from them. You call yourself a man? 50-year-old adult kid, see? Bro. You keep creating accounts thinking that. Look at that. Look. Please create another account because it takes me literally 2 seconds. That's it. 2 seconds. Imagine the audacity a vegan has to claim someone who doesn't agree with them is a Trump supporter. Oh, I'm sorry, you're not a Trump supporter? I got the impression that you're a Trump supporter, not from the fact that you disagree with me. No, I got I think, what was the impression that I got from you? Why was it that I thought you were a Trump supporter? You did say something. Oh, because you said about the Haitians, how you call them, Haitians. Because you said about the Haitians that they're eating cats and dogs, which is just propaganda that Donald Trump has spewed. So I assumed you just believed whatever Donald Trump said. But if you're not a Trump supporter and still you believe whatever Donald Trump says, then I don't know if that's worse. But it's still pretty bad. Yes, they are, moron. For you to say that shows how evil you are. Oh, I'm so evil for saying that women should have the right to be able to feel safe in a society. Oh no, so evil of me. Also, we should not exploit and slaughter innocent animals. Oh no, so evil of me. Crazy and evil. How dare we tell a society to respect women? Oh my god. How dare we? They don't need cats and dogs, yeah. Oh, he was talking to you, Neil. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. So does anybody want to debate me, or I'll just go back to Discord? Let's see what things are happening there.
He moved to his almighty God from Lion.
Oh, so now it's God that's making him. Oh, it's alright. You're right. You're right, the real boss. Your God is forcing you to be violent towards animals. You would be so nice to them if you could. But if you don't, your God will touch you inappropriately. So then, oh no. Oh no. My God will put his little finger in my little bum if I don't exploit animals. The real boss. How about you, you know, take responsibility for your choices and don't blame your compassionate God for the violence that you're committing? Do you think you can do that? Yeah, probably not. Can we create an event now? Or is there an event going on?
Yeah. It was, should we respect animals?
Yeah, let's go. Are you gonna make it?
Okay. Yeah.
Please, thank you.
Yep.
I even have somebody in my chat was threatening me, but that's okay. I can press this other button who says, oh, look at that, report harassment. There you go. Problem solved.
Yeah. Slaughter, humane slaughter. Okay.
Nice. You created the event. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Somebody here on Discord, for everyone listening, said that I work on a farm. They are not exploited. Oh, sure. Bringing animals into existence for the sole purpose of using their body and then killing them. That's not exploitation. That's not cruel or unfair treatment. Of course not. Oh no, Jaguars is back. How you doing?
Yo.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Are you doing good? How you doing, Azzy?
I'm doing good.
Doing good. Nice. Interesting. Azzy, I have a question for you. Do you think it's okay to kill animals when there's no need for it?
Fuck yeah, cuz. I love animals. I want to kill them.
Oh,
You know,
holy shit, man. Are you married?
me?
Yeah.
No.
Are you gonna get
What?
married?
Yeah.
Are you gonna love your wife
What?
or husband?
How does that? Yeah. Okay.
Holy shit, does that mean you're gonna kill them?
Wife or husband? Just wife. I'm not gay.
Sure. Are you
Am I
gonna
gonna
kill
kill
your
them?
wife?
No.
But you love them. What do you
Yes.
mean? You love them. What do you mean? You just said you love them.
What I meant by loving animals was like they taste good. They fucking taste
Ah,
delicious.
okay. So you love the body of animals. That's what you mean.
No, that's not what I said. I said I like the way. Okay, that sounds.
You like licking their bodies. Tell me more about how you like
Okay,
licking
no,
their
that's not what I
bodies.
said. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. That's not what
Oh,
I said.
what is it that you said then? So tell me again. Do you understand that humans are animals?
Okay, just you know what? Start from ground zero.
Okay. Do you
What was the
understand that
question?
humans are animals?
No,
You do not understand basic biology that humans are animals?
we aren't animals. We're fucking humans.
Yeah, humans are animals. We are a
Oh,
species of
crazy.
animals. We're called Homo sapiens.
Homosexuals.
No, Homo sapiens.
Oh, okay.
Did you not know that?
And
Is this new to you?
no, I did. No, I did. I just failed bio.
Okay, okay. So, now that you know that humans are animals, should we be respecting animals?
No.
No, so we shouldn't be respecting humans also.
We don't respect humans.
So you're saying we should not respect humans.
I'm not saying we shouldn't. I'm saying we usually don't.
But the question was whether you should or shouldn't. I did never ask you whether we do or don't. I asked you whether we should.
Okay, yeah, we should. Whatever.
Okay, so we should respect humans. So therefore we should also
Yeah.
so we should respect all animals then, right?
Yeah, because they're delicious. I mean.
Yeah, so
you
are
wanna kill
humans,
them.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
You fucking ate human?
No, but they are delicious. They taste like pork. You can look it up online. There are several people who have done it and they mention the taste. So,
Yeah.
if humans taste good, then you think it's okay to kill and eat them?
I mean, not like eating them good, but you know, like. And that's fucking weird. I'm not saying that. Yeah,
Or
but, yeah,
like
whatever,
licking them, right?
Yeah, a woman, not a boy.
So
I'm not licking
I'm
a
just
boy.
wondering, why do you think? Well, obviously, when you lick the bodies of animals, you lick the male bodies of animals most of the times, because the females are usually just used for reproduction, and the males are then killed for the meat. That's just generally what happens.
Yeah.
So why are you okay with licking the male bodies of animals?
You don't lick them. You first
You put them in your mouth. Okay. Well, let me ask you. Why are you okay with
You
putting the
made it
body
weird.
parts of animals in your mouth?
Huh?
Why are you okay with putting the body parts of animals in your mouth?
Is it not food?
No. Obviously, every single body part can be food, right? Like every single thing that is alive can be food.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you think that? Okay, you know what? Let's just be genuine from now on. Before I cook you all the way. Oh, you left. Okay. So, Lustad, do you want to have a conversation?
Yes, I don't know why you prefer the veganism. What do you like in veganism?
Oh well, I don't particularly like veganism. Just like I don't particularly like, respecting human rights. I do it because I think that's the right thing to do. It's not whether I like it or not. It's because it's the right thing to do. Do you think we should respect the rights of humans or animals?
Okay, but in Earth we have animals and we have what's the name of the veganism? We have fruit, we have like that.
Plants?
But if we don't eat plants, but if we don't eat the animals,
Mhm.
they will be in a very
Catastrophe.
big number in the earth.
What? Amazing. Are you from a Muslim country?
Yes,
Do you eat pigs?
yes.
You eat pigs?
I eat everything.
Okay. But most people in your country don't eat pigs, right?
Don't need what?
Pigs.
Pigs is it's the
Pork.
pork. Okay, no, we need it.
Do most people in your country eat or not pork?
Almost of in my country eat pork. We have also Eid celebration.
So you're not in a Muslim. So
We-
are you? Muslims don't eat pork. You know that, right?
Pork is the haram.
Yeah.
When we don't eat that.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm assuming that because you don't eat pork, there's just a fuck ton of animals of pigs running around on the street where you live, right? It's just like you trip on them. You get out of your door and you have to walk with pig food to make sure that you have to make a trace of where you're walking because there's so many of them, right? It's full of pigs, right?
But if we don't eat pork, we can eat the other.
Is it full of
Or
pigs
the-
where you live? You have to focus. You have to focus
Huh?
for a second. The question is it full of pigs in your country?
I don't understand and speak English very well.
Oh, that's okay. Then maybe you can listen, because there's no point in having a conversation if you don't understand this simple question.
Okay, what did you say?
Is it full of pigs in your country?
Full of pigs?
Yeah.
No. Is yes, we have pigs, but we don't eat pigs.
How many pigs do you have?
Maybe
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you.
1 million, 2 million, 1
So let me
million,
ask
2
you an interesting question. Do you think there are more pigs or there are more cows in your country?
cows.
Oh. But the pigs are not getting killed by humans, so they should overpopulate. How is it that there's more cows
No,
which
we
are
killed.
getting killed?
We killed. When we see pigs, we killed with the gun.
Oh. Yeah.
I swear God, I
how many
swear
pigs
God.
did you kill today?
We have police.
Yeah.
of
So
the-
you didn't
of
kill
the-
any
of-
pigs so far. Excellent. Thank you for proving my point. But let's move on because this is nonsensical and it's like literally beating a dead horse. Like it's a stupid expression, but I feel like whenever I try to make fun of your argument, it's like beating a dead horse. So let's go it step by step, right? Do you think it's okay to kill a dog if there is no
Dog?
need for it? Yeah.
Dog, yes. Why not?
It's okay to kill dogs, right?
Yes, if the dog is dangerous for a human.
No.
why not we kill?
No. Innocent dogs. Okay, let's not move the goalpost. Do you think it's okay to kill an innocent dog?
Maybe yes, maybe no.
Is it maybe yes, maybe no? So if a dog did
Maybe-
nothing wrong to
maybe
you,
yes, maybe
is it
yes,
okay to
maybe
kill them
yes.
or not?
It's about the situation.
Sure. Explain to me in which situation is it okay to kill an innocent dog?
Okay, if the innocent dog is have a problem in health, we can.
Okay, moving the goalpost
we
yet
can-
again. So let me make it even clearer for you, Lustad. I'm sorry, that's my bad. I should have expected you to be a slimy piece of shit. So, is it okay to kill a dog when there is no need for it and you're doing it in your own interest?
You can repeat.
Sure. Is it okay to kill a dog when you don't need to do it and it's not for the dog? You do it simply because you can and because you want to. The dog will not benefit from you killing them. An innocent dog.
I think no.
Okay, perfect. We finally got an answer to the question that we've been asking for 10 minutes. If in the same situation we replace the dog with a chicken, does that make it okay?
Okay, chicken is for eat. Dog is not for eat.
No, I mean, yeah, of course, dogs are for eating also, but I'm going to have to ask
Dog
you for
for
the
eating
duration of
also?
this conversation. I'm going to
Dog
have to ask
a
you.
Big bacteria.
Sure,
big
sure.
Bacteria who,
Yeah,
who
they
make
do.
problem.
I'm sure. Yes. But I'm going to ask you for the duration of this conversation that you try to not think about food. Do you think you can, for a second, use your brain only and leave your stomach behind?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so now that we're no longer going to be talking about food, I'm going to ask you the same question. Is it okay to kill a chicken in the same situation that we would have killed a dog?
In my country, killing chicken. Chicken or what?
Yes, I said the chicken, yes.
Chicken is for eat. We don't have a reason to kill chicken. But
Okay,
we
I can
can
explain it. Well,
kill
okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Yet again, I forget that I'm speaking to somebody incredibly slimy. So, let me make it very simple. I want to kill a dog to make a punching bag out of them. Is that okay?
You kill dog for what?
To make a punching bag out of them.
Punch. I don't understand punching bag.
Okay, you know that a dog has weight, right?
Wait.
Yeah. So I want to kill a dog so that I can use them for squats. They're weights for squats.
It's not a reason.
It is a reason. What do you mean? It's a reason. I just told you what I want to do that.
Kill dog for
Squats.
the win with his weight squat.
Okay, let me make it even simpler for you. I guess your English is really bad. So I want to kill a dog and then use their body as a mop. I want to use their body to clean my house. And I first have to kill them to do that. Is that okay?
No.
No, okay. But if I do the same thing to a chicken, is that okay?
No.
Okay, but why is that wrong though? I need to clean my house. If I live in a dirty house, I'll get disease.
We don't use animal to clean or squat.
Okay, but I want to do it that way.
Wait.
So why would it be wrong?
We have animals to eat. We have.
No,
another
Lustad, I
animal.
asked you nicely to stop thinking with your stomach for a second and think with your brain. Please still use your
what's
brain.
the-
Continue
okay,
using your brain,
what-
not your
what-
stomach. So I'll ask
okay,
you
wait.
yet again. You said it's wrong for me to kill a chicken to use their body so that I can
ask
clean
you
my
a
house?
question? I don't ask you. What's the reason of animals in this planet?
I mean, humans can do whatever the fuck they want with their life. There's no particular reason.
No, the reason in your human.
But yeah, see,
what's the
Lustad,
reason?
okay, thank you. I responded to your question. Now, before we derail, because I have this condition where I'm actually allergic to derails and I'm going to start sneezing, and nobody wants to hear me sneezing. You know, I'm very deadly allergic to derailing, and nobody likes that. So before we get there, can you please answer my question? Since it's wrong why is it wrong to kill a chicken and use their body to clean the house? You know, to dust,
Because
to remove the
chicken are
dust.
for eat, not for cleaning.
Oh, no. This chicken, I selectively brought them into existence to kill them to be used as a cleaning method.
But we kill a chicken for eat, not for cleaning.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. What is 4 divided by 4?
But answer my question.
What is 4
What's
divided
the
by 4,
reason of
Lustad?
Animal in earth.
Lustad, what is 4 divided by 4?
I don't understand.
If I have 4 apples and I have 4 people, how do I distribute the apples equally to everyone? How many apples would each person get?
1.
Perfect. We've passed basic math. Amazing. Okay. So now that we passed basic math, I'm going to ask you, do you think, Lustad, that I have a predefined purpose in life?
What?
Do you think I have a predefined purpose in life?
I don't understand.
Do you think that my purpose in life is defined by somebody outside of myself?
What mean my purpose?
Exactly the same thing you asked about the chicken.
I don't understand the.
Sure. Okay, let's speak to somebody else then. It's okay. Your English is not very good. Maybe mute yourself and listen, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Ray Delas, do you want to have a conversation?
I only here on to listen.
You're here to listen? Okay. I mean, I can't force you to have a conversation with me if you don't want to, but you're not going to listen to anything because there's no conversations to be had, I guess. Let's move on to the next person.
I'm not too much expert with this topic, and about veganism, but I'm only here keeping my corner to listen and to learn something. Well,
Sure.
maybe it can change my mind.
Sure. John Marston, do you want to have a conversation?
Okay then.
Oh, Shelby, do you want to have a conversation?
Yes, I do. Right. Due to my circumstances, I cannot become vegan. How do you think I should be able to lessen my impact?
What are your
On-
circumstances that you can't be vegan with?
Well, you see, I am a younger person. I have not moved out of my parents' house. I am, still under their supervision. How do you think I could lessen my impact?
Oh wait,
overall?
so your parents are forcing you to consume animal products, right?
Well, not forcing exactly, but I feel like they would be pretty unhappy if I just decided one day I'm no longer gonna eat their food.
Okay. So, however, let's hypothetically speaking, your parents, like you, how you're speaking with me on Discord, your parents speak to somebody on Discord, and instead of realizing that they shouldn't be eating animals, they realize that they can eat all animals. So they start killing and eating dogs. If they start and bring a dog and they cook a dog in front of you, would you consume that?
I would personally say no.
Okay, so if you can say no to your parents when it comes to a dog, why can't you say no to your parents when it comes to other animals?
I mean, what do they cook on daily basis? Like,
What do they cook on a daily basis? Well, it really depends. Some days they'll let us cook food. Some days they'll just cook it themselves. It really, really depends. Oftentimes, I find myself not being the most. I guess. Realistically, what I'm trying to do here is I'm just trying to lessen my impact a bit, since
But
I'm
I
finding
don't.
it a bit.
So can you answer my question?
Yes.
Like, why is it that in the situation of a dog you can say no, but in other situations you can't?
I'm just thinking here. Sorry, it's taking me a bit.
No, that's okay. Take your time.
All right, thank you. Well, I guess it's because, my parents, more specifically my mother, grew up in a farming background. Not animal farming, just more eggs and stuff like that. I
So
guess
you're
it's
s-
because,
So you're saying you're used to it, right?
I wouldn't say that I'm used to the idea of my parents slaughtering a innocent dog in front of me, but not really.
I'm not saying that they're slaughtering
I'm
an
not-
innocent dog in front of you, by the way. They can still do it behind closed
Okay,
doors, but they
okay.
just bring the dog in front of you, right? They just bring the meat in front of you.
Mediums. I feel like, I don't think my parents could also choose plant-based alternatives. We are in a bit of a, financial situation. where
Oh,
we aren't able
perfect,
to
because
a-
it's monumentally
Mhm.
cheaper to be plant-based. It's 30% cheaper.
It's monumentally a bit hard in my country. You know what I mean?
It sounds like you live in Australia.
I do, yes.
Well,
It's
no,
just
it's
a lot.
cheaper in Australia.
Well, I'm not trying to debate. I was trying to ask if there's other foods that I could eat that could have the same nutritional value.
Yeah, sure. You can
But
have
without
soy
the slaughtering
chunks.
of
You can
animals.
have tofu, tempeh, seitan. There's obviously obviously you can come and ask me all of this. I'm a nutritionist, and I'll give you some options. But I'm assuming you also have access to ChatGPT, to Google, to Gemini, to Claude, whatever, and you can easily ask this question and ask them specifically about your region and about your budget even, and they will provide you with an option for that. However,
Okay.
this isn't about food, right? Like, I understand that the most complication that people have generally when it comes to veganism is the food. But in reality, we're here to discuss about the animals. Because I feel like when it comes to a dog, you would have no problem and you would find a solution. But when it comes to any other animal, you wouldn't. So really, the issue isn't what is the solution, but the issue is the fact that you're not actually even willing to engage with a solution unless they're an animal that you choose to respect.
That's fair. That's fair. But I'm just well. I will take your advice. I'll try to eat
I can give you a listen.
more of those.
Yeah, so listen, there's a thing called Challenge 22. They literally hook you up with a
Right.
dietitian. They send you recipes and they help you go vegan. They can help you with your family. They can help you with your family situation. You can go there and explain your situation. You just put your name and your email there. I can give you an account. I have some Instagram accounts, amazing Instagram accounts that provide high protein recipes, delicious high protein vegan recipes. I put them in the chat also right now. However, all of this is obviously information. It's information you can also get yourself. Let's say maybe not the Instagram accounts. You would have to do a little bit of research. But my concern is, like, why is it that you even want to lessen this? Because if you want to lessen the impact and you are going to go against what your parents are doing anyway, but you're maybe going to do it less, why not just go all the way?
Well, I feel like. Can you? Sorry, my brain's messing up. It's very
No worries.
late over here.
No worries, I get it. Sounds like it's very late. I think it's what, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. What is it?
Yeah, almost midnight. Can't exactly get to bed.
I also provided you with another one, by the way, Animal Justice 21. Wait 1 second. Animal Justice 21 has an even easier access to a dietitian, so you can also use this.
Thank you. I guess it's because, I would much, I still, I will try to eat meat less, but I feel like, it's going to be a bit hard to cut stuff like eggs, cheese, milk out of that as well. If you know what I mean. So I'm hoping that by choosing alternatives for stuff like meat and stuff like that, then I can lessen my impact a little bit, is basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I see what you mean. The thing though about it is that if you're going to replace the calories you get from meat with calories you get from other animal products like dairy or eggs, the impact is actually going to be worse.
Really?
Yeah, because, well, let's just go through it. Do you know why cows make milk?
Cows make milk for the most part to feed their children, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
you're smarter than I was, huh? It took me 25 years to realize that, so you're already smarter than me. So yeah, you're right. Cows produce milk to feed to their babies. Do you think they get pregnant when they want to, or do you think farmers impregnate them?
Well, I guess that depends on what kind of farms. A lot of the farms over here in Australia are a lot more ethical due to laws than they are in places like America or other places like that, where they can just kind of force the cows to do stuff. In Australia, it's a lot more like free range, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah. That's a myth. But let's just, for the sake of the best situation of a farm, do you think that they get pregnant when they want to, or do you think that farmers impregnate them?
Well, as I've stated, it's a bit of a myth. I guarantee you there will definitely be some milk brands or some other places that will absolutely make it so that the cows can just do it on their own. But I guarantee you some of the other places are just not going to do that, and they're just going to make the animals forcefully pregnant, which I understand is very horrible.
So it's 100% of the time it's forceful impregnation, and I can explain to you why. A cow can live 24 years, and they will get pregnant 3 times maximum in their life, just like a human won't get pregnant every year. And in that duration of 3 years, 3 times getting them pregnant, first of all, it won't be 1 year after another. There will be some distance, obviously. And farmers will have to feed them during that whole duration. And cows eat around 30 to 50 kilograms of food every single day. It's impossible for them. You would have to be more than a billionaire. You would have to spend so much money to make that happen that it would be insane. So what happens generally is either they use artificial insemination, which just means they take they take the sperm from a bull by jerking them off, and then they put that sperm in the vagina of a cow. Yeah.
Ugh.
That's the most prevalent thing everywhere. Even my grandma, I come from Romania, and my grandma had a cow in her backyard, and even my grandma did that. Or they get a bull to do it. You know, they get a bull in heat,
Mhm.
and then they say, let's do it, right? They induce heat for both, and then they do it. But in all situations, they control that whole process either way. But let's just move forward. When the babies are born, they take them away from their mother. And this does happen 100% of the time, including on my grandmother's backyard, where she did it with one cow who she named and who she loved. Why do you think that they take the babies away from them?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's just
I can tell you. They take away the babies because if the baby stays with the mother, they drink the milk. And farmers need to take the milk. So that's why they take the babies away. The babies, meanwhile, the babies will eat formula, or on some farms, they feed them the leftover milk or a combination of leftover milk and formula. But most of the times, they won't drink the milk because the milk is their profit. It's their, it's how they make their money, especially on a smaller farm, because they have a smaller margin for profit. If the baby's born male, they don't make milk. Males cannot make milk. So what do you think happens to them?
I'm aware that they do this with chickens and with pigs as well. They will just often just kill them. It's really horrible. That's why I feel like I wouldn't, like, in my mind at least, I would not support one of those like big corporations.
But this
You know
is
what I
on
mean?
small farms also. This isn't on big farms. This is on all farms.
Well, as I've stated, due to my situations, I cannot, completely cut it out. I only aim to lessen my impact.
But as we also stated, is that if it were a dog, you would be able to completely cut it off. Like if it were a dog, you could choose to respect their life, even if it would mean going against your own parents' values. Like, I'm not trying to push you in any direction. It's just, like, don't you think you should be completely honest with yourself? And wouldn't the completely honesty be, I just don't want to bother for these animals because somehow I'm okay with them being killed?
Well, I'm not trying to be mean by cutting this conversation off, but I am very thankful that you've given me some of the information, such as the
Sure.
account with the various recipes. I'm sorry, I've just looked in chat and I've seen some
Photos, yeah.
Yeah,
They're really bad, yeah.
yeah. That's all. I'm very thankful that you shown me. Nah, it's fine. I'm very thankful that you've shown me some things. I appreciate that.
Sure.
I know you're streaming on YouTube right now. That's how I found you. Hello. The about 60 people watching.
Yeah.
We appreciate you for listening, but seeing truth is important. I do understand that.
Yeah, so let me just put it this way. You're free to make your choices, right, going forward. I have provided you with solutions. I also would urge you to watch Dominion. Have you seen Dominion? Do you know the documentary Dominion?
I do not think I'm aware of it.
Let me give you a link to it. So Dominion is actually filmed in Australia mostly, in Australia and the UK as far as I know.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you will get... I see somebody already put it in the chat. I'm going to remove it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just
Amanda?
recommend you to watch that and see what it is that you're paying for. And you'll learn about dairy, the full story, about eggs, about milk, and then you get to make the choice. And if you decide that you don't want to be part of it, I understand that your parents may have an issue with it, but there's also the possibility that your parents may respect you even more for it. Because I would be proud if my children show me that I'm doing something wrong and they themselves show the strength to stand up against it. And I would not just be proud, I would do it with them. And that has been the situation in a lot of cases. So I would think your parents are also nice people and do that.
I think, as I've stated, a lot of my siblings also simply probably would not cope with the fact that if they cut meat entirely out of stuff, they would still, want that. So I think I'll gradually start introducing more, less like animal product in like I can't think of the word, like recipes with less animal products and stuff like that.
Yeah, but imagine
we're at a point where what less I'm thinking.
Yeah, but imagine you're in the position of the animal, and you're about to go to slaughter, and this person that's your oppressor is telling you, we're just gonna kill you, your sister, and maybe somebody else, and then we're gonna stop. You'd feel so much unfairness, isn't it? Because they're gonna stop, and yet they don't choose to stop before you. Because you see, the point that I'm making is that for each animal, their life matters to them, just like your life matters to you. And it's unfair to stop until,
I do understand that. And as I've stated, I am... Well...
Do your best, man, but do your actual best. Do your true best.
I will, definitely.
Can we just let's make a small commitment here. Watch Dominion, and until you watch it, don't consume any animal products. Can you do that?
I'm pretty sure I'd be able to. All right, that makes sense to me.
I appreciate it. Okay, and then maybe if you want to come back, maybe drop a comment in the channel. Maybe come back to this particular Discord. There's always somebody to help here, and I'm also almost always here.
Right. That's all good with me.
Nice.
I do just want to say one thing, however.
Go for it.
Just quickly. You did mention that I could ask these AI models.
Yeah.
You said. Are you aware of the environmental impact that AI models have?
Yeah, I am.
So, just quickly, why would you think that it's okay to ask, like, ChatGPT or Google Gemini for those types of answers when they cause quite a bit of environmental distress? This is not me trying to say, like, oh, it's equal because...
The environmental impact is monumentally less than, like, if I search on Google, it's the same thing. Doesn't really matter. The environmental impact is not that big for a search. The environmental impact is big for regenerative AI, for other things, but searching, no, it's not that big of an impact. In fact, if you choose to eat a burger, for example, I think it's the equivalent of, 10 million ChatGPT searches or something like that. It's insane.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose the issue with it is a lot of the time when they go through these, is rather than, the water being turned into like urine and then the water cycle gradually remaking it. What the AI models do is they often infuse these waters with things that make them like hard to drink, hard to consume. It'll kill a plant if it has it. That is true sometimes.
They recycle the water.
Often
either way,
most times.
So just to be clear, either way, I'm not an advocate for AI, but whatever you're going to be searching, search on Google if you have a problem with AI. But on Google, you're going to be doing they're going to be doing an AI search also. I don't have a strict. That's why you use what?
That's why I use other search engines rather than Google.
Sure.
I'm a big advocate against it.
Sure, but I think like if you care so much about the environment that you would go out of your way to not use AI, then I would think you care at least enough about the environment.
It's a very simple thing not to do.
Yeah, but it's much simpler to be plant-based than to not do that. And by the way, for my job, I have to use AI, FYI. I'm a software engineer, and they mandate it.
They mandate it?
Yeah. I don't like it. I liked coding on my own, but they mandate it.
Nah. Bit of a sucky thing to do, but yeah, it was just my thing. I've never really liked AI or used it often. That's all I just wanted to say. I'd much rather, yeah. But I'm very thankful for this information you'll give me. I'll be sure to watch that documentary. I'll
Thank
be
you.
sure to use. All right, appreciate it.
Have a good one. Oh my God, it's sexy vegan here.
Yo, yo, yo.
How are you doing, sexy vegan?
Doing terrific. Tap that like button, everybody. Subscribe
Yeah.
to the channel.
There you go. Completely forgot to say that. I've been cooking people today all day long. It's just I've been trying to be nice, but people just say the stupidest things sometimes. Not this previous person was nice, but some of the people today were saying just some of the dumbest shit we've ever heard before. Yeah.
Telegram.
Let's see.
So you mean, in other words, another normal day.
Another normal day on Discord. Yes, another normal day. I gotta stop walking on this damn treadmill. I've been walking for an hour and a half. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna silence myself and do a little bit of interaction with the chat. Okay, hello chat. We have the technology to use artificial insemination to manipulation the chromosomes to create female calves. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's just leave all animals alone. I think we have enough technology to leave animals alone also. So choosing to say, well, we have enough technology to exploit animals in a different way, it's a kind of fucked up thing. This removes the issue of killing male baby cows. It is pure misinformation to mass slaughter. Okay, but this technology isn't applied in other situations, and the issue isn't strictly alone. Most situations, they do kill the male calves, and as I just explained to you, the issue isn't just that. The issue is the fact that you, Kiwi Derek, maybe you have enough of a courage to come and debate me right now on Discord, but if not, I'll tell you simply, the issue isn't the fact that we kill the animals. That's just part of it. I mean, that's one part of it. The issue is that you see them as resources. The issue that you think you have the right to do whatever you want to them simply because they are born different than you. Because you're an animal too. We're all animals. But because they're born in a different shape than you, I have the right to do whatever I want to them. I can use my technology, my intellect, to dominate them. Therefore, it's okay. It's not. It really isn't. Chip Guy eats beef jerky and burgers when he's on a deserted island. If I'm on a deserted island, you think I'll eat beef jerky and burgers? Where do those come from? Do you think there's a supermarket in a deserted island? And if there's a supermarket, why if there's specifically beef jerky and burgers and not other plant food? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my god. I eat beef jerky. I don't think you even know how beef jerky is made. Oh my god, that's stupid. Oh. Jesus Christ. You make them from yourself, obviously. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Linda. I didn't realize that. You're right. You're right. You make chip jerky. I'll make cheap jerky. Just cut off a little bit of my muscles. Most deserted islands have a Burger King. Oh, sure, Sean. Chip is slowly losing his sanity. Well, I mean, with such dumb arguments, who wouldn't, huh? Wait. That win filled my Meat Flake bingo card. Oh, hell yeah, nice. I think bingo cards are a really good thing to play on Discord, huh? There's a lot of that. Eating meat destroys brain cells. I don't think it does. I think what destroys brain cells is people coming up with the dumbest excuses to continue doing it. Is the fact that I think maybe it does to some extent, because I think like people, I don't know if it's addiction or it's like a combination between ego and people being like, oh, I don't want to change, my ego is hurt, therefore I will come up with the most dumbest excuses. I don't know. Stay strong. Trying to. I'm a bit tired, to be honest, and I've been, yeah, but trying to. Record yourself playing bingo. Sure, why not? Except you do kill billions that die a slow death with no use. What? How? How? Please tell me how. Aliens can only eat vegans due to meat eaters being toxic. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. I want to have maybe one, maybe two more conversations and then go. Maybe cook something. Today for lunch, you will not believe it, I reached a new level of vegan. I'm a new level, everyone. None of you are top level vegan like I am. I'm obviously the best vegan out there. Why is that? Because today for lunch, I ate the whole block of tofu. Yep. That's all I had. Just a whole block of tofu. I have to go shopping to make some food, to get some food. So I didn't have any. So I just ate the whole block of tofu. I had one block of tofu. Yep. Let's see anybody out vegan me. Nobody can do that. Vegan Gains is superior to you. Has he eaten more than one block of tofu or why? Has he eaten... okay, the only way you can out vegan me with this one is you can eat a whole like soy chunks without cooking them. Just like the just go through them. Raw? Yes, raw. Yuck? No, it's freaking delicious, man. You know what you're missing. Tofu's terrible. Yeah, it's terribly delicious. You're right about that. Did you eat it raw? Yeah, of course. What the fuck? Do you think I'm an amateur? Unseasoned? Yes, unseasoned, of course. Just bite into it. I didn't want to... yeah. Yeah, I remember the tofu challenge. The problem is that the tofu here is 500 grams, and I didn't want to measure how much. Like, I didn't want to do the whole thing, so I just unwrapped the tofu, washed it in the sink, and then I just ate it. It was pretty good, actually. And I'm still not hungry yet, so there you go. It's yeah. It's a bit boring. I had lemongrass tofu and salad. It is pretty boring. I'll give you that. It's pretty boring. It's a pretty boring meal. But I did it. I reached a new level of veganism. There you go. For lunch, I had 3 blocks of tofu. Holy crap, that's amazing. Bravo. Amazing. I ate a full head of broccoli raw. That's also pretty good. Broccoli raw. Although broccoli raw is pretty freaking good. Like, it tastes so much better than cooked broccoli, huh? Hey, Chip, how's it going? Still not raping an animal? No, bro, I'm not a carnist. Wait. What I hate... I'm sorry. Let me get into it. What I hate is the terrible mood philosophical points of vegans. I really think you turn more people away from conscious way of eating. You vegans tell us about animal rights. You put people away by telling us that animals are exploited, abused, and slaughtered for us. No, of course, it's ridiculous, right? That's all we're doing. We're fighting for the rights of animals. No matter how much you dislike us and you think, I don't care, I don't want people... I hate telling people to be vegan. But being vegan just means to respect the rights of animals. I hate it because so many people have this wrong idea about what it means to tell somebody to be vegan. When I tell somebody to be vegan, I'm not telling them to join my group, to be part of my friends, to do the same things I do. Nothing like that. You can be your own type of vegan. The only thing that I'm telling you when I'm telling you to be vegan is to respect the rights of others. It's the same as telling you to be a feminist, to respect the rights of others. Let's see if something's happening in the... Well, no, nothing's happening in the Discord. Yeah, veganism is just about leaving animals alone, exactly. I don't know why people have such difficulty understanding such a simple concept. Oh, but animals eat other animals. Oh, but crop dust. Oh, but you drive a car. Oh, but... Ugh. I've also been planning to start growing a shit ton of vegetables to lessen my impact as well. That's amazing. I've also been thinking about doing that. I have a balcony, and the wood on my balcony is kind of bad because of rain. For some reason, the previous owners did not treat it, so the wood is kind of... It's going to break at some point, is my point. So I have to replace that, and I was thinking when I replace that, since, by the way, I'm going to do it myself. I'm a carpenter. I'm like Jesus. Since I'm going to do it myself, I was thinking that I just put like half of it is just like a garden, essentially. That I make like, kind of like half of it to be just like a garden of where I make like, I think, radishes, tomatoes, maybe some strawberries. Although I eat so many strawberries that I don't think it will matter for strawberries. But like, you know, radishes, tomatoes, maybe some soy. Maybe I'll grow some soy. I'll have my own soy. That would be amazing, huh? I will stop. Sorry. I will stop abusing animals when they start wiping their ass when they shot. Ha 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 ha. I no clue what you mean to say by that phrasing, but that's not proper English. I hope you rephrase so that I can possibly understand what you mean. Stuff like mushrooms, tomatoes, lettuce, and fruits seems like it would be beneficial for the environment. Good one. Bro, you bought a house built on trees? This guy's explaining plants. I'm explaining plants because I bought a house that's built on trees. That means I'm explaining plants. Let me explain plants to you. Plants are not sentient. They don't have a brain. And sentience is an emerging property of brains. Since they don't have a brain, that means they're not sentient. So what does that mean? That they are not individuals, they don't have a subjective experience of life, and thus, it's okay to build a house on them. Just saying. Did I explain plants properly to you? Cool t-shirt. It's actually my in-house t-shirt. You know, this is a funny story about this t-shirt, because I made this t-shirt, you know, it's like, it says vegan for, and my purpose was like to emphasize the idea that veganism is for animals, not for health or the planet. I made this t-shirt when I started being vegan. And obviously it's, you know, it's like it's 1 star. See, it's like 1 broccoli, 3 broccolis for planet, and 5 for the animals. It's essentially like, you know, health doesn't really matter. You can do whatever. Planet, it kind of does, but health is what matters more. And it's just like clearly selected. And then it's also, this kind of looks faded out a little bit because I actually, with a marker, I drew on it afterwards. Because I got a lot of shit from other vegans for wearing this t-shirt. I got so much shit for people being like, don't you know veganism is about animals, not about this. I'm like, okay. You didn't get it. So I just keep it in my house now. And I didn't even realize I was wearing it because I started the stream without even looking at it. Oh no, I fell asleep and missed some brain rot. Wait, I can do a tone. Who knows? I fell asleep and missed some brain rot. Brain rot. Was that a good Scottish? Tone is in the house, yes. Tone is in the house. Let's see if we get more conversations happening. No, there's no conversations happening on Discord. I was gonna go for one more. Let's see. Nope. No, that come on. That was a great accent, Scottish accent. Scottish. Right? Scottish. That's how you say Scottish. We'll see, Tone. You being all having a motorcycle, doing activism every day, being vegan, tall, and a motorcycle. Yeah, by the way, everyone, be careful with Tone, huh? He's in a motorcycle gang also. He's like got the chains and everything. It's a pretty dangerous person. He'll fuck you up, man. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. You need to roll the armor. Sure. What is some good food I can make with just some simple vegetables, you think, after I grow some? Soup is good. Pasta is really good also. You can make some really good pasta. Maybe pasta, that's what I would make. But if you just want one. How you get B12? I asked because I need a vegan guide. How do you get B12? Well, we do have a person here called B12 Babe in the chat, you know. They know very well how to get B12. But if you ask me, just get a supplement. That's easy. That's how you need to, that's how you should get B12. And if you need a guide, I think there is a guide. I think the Vegan Bootcamp, if I'm not mistaken, Vegan Bootcamp, it helps you out with that. Yeah, Vegan Bootcamp does that. They have a guide and they help you go vegan like in a guide-like manner. And they also kind of teach you about the ethics of it. It's called Vegan Bootcamp. I put the link right now in the chat. Yeah. Chip, your Trump and Arnie impressions are great. Your Scottish accent, not so much. Okay, I need to work on my Scottish accent. I got it. B12 Babe said supplement. I mean, who you gonna trust if not B12 Babe? Where do I get my B12? B12 Babe will tell you from a supplement. No, honestly, I would just get a multi, man. Like, honestly, I have a multi that has B12 in it. And like has 250 micrograms of B12 and a lot of other stuff. And it's the easiest. I don't have to worry. So the only supplements I take is the multi. Because the multi doesn't have omega-3s, I also take the DHA and EPA separately. I don't have to take all this, by the way, FYI. I don't have to do all this. I just do it because it's the easiest way for me to not have to worry about anything. And it's cheaper than anything else. I hate you. Are you a Christian? Is that it? Because Christians usually hate me. Or they just hate in general. Just eat meat, bro. Well, I want to respect animals. I'm sorry that you have such a big problem with me choosing to not oppress innocent animals. But, you know, when you eat meat, you put an innocent animal into a slaughterhouse. And that's not really fair towards them, is it? Okay, let's see what's happening on Discord. Maybe we're getting more conversations now.
Is it a lack of motivation, Mike, or?
I don't know, kind of, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Do you think if you thought about, like what helped me is when instead of looking at a piece of cheese or piece of meat as just that, when I started looking at them as body parts or pieces of animals who were once living, breathing, who could feel pain, who could suffer, who could even experience joy, you know, then that really helped me to motivate me to, you know, to take this very seriously. And that's when I went vegan. Because they became someone's as opposed to just objects or products.
But Mike, how do you see like dogs, for example? Do you think dogs are just there for you to do whatever you want to them?
What do you think, Nagi?
Can you hear me?
Now we can.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't. I think dogs are nice. I like dogs. I have one dog once.
Sure. And but do you think we should treat dogs nicely because we like them, or do you think we should treat dogs nicely because they deserve nice treatment?
Oh, no, sir. What's your name? The Chip guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chip, I'm not new here. I've been here before, like, I don't know, 1 month. Like, I'm
okay.
aware about veganism, about everything. I just come here to reflect about veganism, how it, like, impacts the society and stuff. But yeah, like, where's him? Victor talked to me, Taxi Vegan also. So, like, I'm aware of it. Like, I know I need to go vegan, but I'm not prepared, you know?
You're not prepared? But what's keeping you from it? What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I just need to change my mind, I think.
But wait, you need to change your mind? I thought you're already convinced. Not you need to change your mind.
Yes, about like my desires, probably. Even though I know, but like my desires tell me the opposite.
So you know that what you're doing is wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. And you want to continue doing the wrong thing because you desire it?
I wouldn't say that. Maybe, like, you know, I think it just take time for it. But yeah, maybe.
Why aren't you vegan today?
What?
Why aren't you vegan today? You have a German name. You live in Germany, I assume?
I'm Brazilian.
Brazilian. Sure. Do you live in Brazil? Do you have access to a supermarket?
Yep.
Okay, if you go to a supermarket, why would you choose to buy the product that exploits an animal when you can choose the one that doesn't?
Oh, okay. You came up with the same speech at Messiah. Okay. Yeah, he was telling me that. He just called me like a hypocrite for like uncountable time. I was like,
Yeah, but let's not speak about what we don't read recaps. I'm asking you a question. If you're going into a supermarket and you can buy a product that doesn't exploit an animal, why would you choose the one that does?
Okay, yeah, that would be wrong. But yeah, at the same time, I'm not like prepared, as I told you, like to go vegan. Maybe.
But wait a minute, because you, I need to understand, okay? So you are consuming the energy required to move your hand, touch the product, lift it up and put it in your basket. And you would be consuming the same amount of energy required to pick up a different product, touch it and put it in your basket. So what type of preparation do you need to choose a different product? You already know that it's wrong what you're doing. So what type of preparation do you need?
I think I need just like to like prepare my daily like meals. Maybe like I think it take time a little bit. I still need to talk with my nutritionist and stuff. You know.
You need to speak with your nutritionist.
Yes.
About what?
About this new vegan diet.
Okay, I'm a nutritionist. Speak to me right now. What questions do you have? I'll give you a free consultations right now.
No, I need to talk to her because she already know like my situation, you know. So I'd rather talk to her.
Okay, so you'd rather talk to her about your situation. You've been here a month ago, and for a month you did not choose to speak to her already.
What?
Wasn't the situation that you have to speak to your nutritionist the same situation for a month ago?
Yeah. Is that a
Okay.
question? I'm sorry, I didn't get.
Okay, so if it's the same situation and it took it a month has passed and you haven't spoken to your nutritionist,
Yeah,
why are
I'm
you still
gonna talk to
waiting?
her this week. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to her this week. So yeah,
Okay,
it's
until
all
you
good.
speak to your nutritionist, do you think you should stop murdering animals?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. So until you speak to nutritionist, do you think you can put in the same amount of effort that you do picking up a animal-based product, putting it in your cart and checking out, and then just put a plant-based product in your cart and checking out?
Yeah.
Yeah? So do you think you can, until you speak to your nutritionist, be on a plant-based diet? Do you think you can do that?
Well, I could try. I could try. I don't know because I'm already used to those foods, but I still like really eat meat and stuff. So, but yeah, I could try. I don't know.
Well, I'm asking you to not do that until you speak to your nutritionist, if that's what you need to do.
I could try. I'm not promising anything.
Why wouldn't you promise it? What exactly would keep you from doing it? It's been a month
for example,
already. How many more
after you-
animals should be killed for you from now on? Like, do you just want to go on killing innocent animals?
No, but right now I cannot do like anything about it. I think.
Right now you cannot do anything about it. You just said you have to speak to your nutritionist, and until you speak to your nutritionist, you can put your hand on a different product and eat something else.
Like in like in a half hour, I'll have my like meal, and it consists in like rice, beans, and probably meat or chicken. So yeah.
What,
think
did you already
cats
buy
are
the
just
chicken?
Yeah.
Okay, when you buy it next time, can you please stop buying chicken?
Yeah, sure.
Sure? Okay, because it's been a month already.
Try not to eat chicken.
Why is it that in this month you still chose to buy a chicken already?
Right now I eat chicken.
Why did you choose to violate the rights of an innocent
What's the
animal?
problem with someone eat chicken? What's the problem?
Oh, okay, Mr. Smith, I see. You were here just earlier on. I remember you. Okay, so let's start cooking. So, Mr. Smith, do you think it's okay to kill dogs for optional products?
No, I don't like dogs.
Do you think it's okay to kill dogs for an optional product?
Look, I don't eat dogs.
Oh
So,
my God, Mr. Smith.
I
Oh
eat
my
duck.
God, Mr. Smith. Did I ever ask you anything about what you like to put in your mouth? Are we speaking about things you like to put in your mouth right now? No, we are not, exactly. We were talking about animals. I understand you really like to put the body parts of animals in your mouth. But for a second, put your fetish on the side and respond to the question. Is it okay to kill a dog
Human
for an
also eat
optional
animal.
product?
Look, we have very different. Right now, we have very many human is good, and we have another bad. It's
Mr.
like
Smith,
some.
Mr. Smith, what did I just
So
ask you?
we have many.
What did I just ask you?
Yeah.
What did I just ask you?
What do you want?
Mr. Smith, do you want to have a conversation?
I
we
think
we
you
can
need
choose
to
to not have a
eat
conversation if you
anything.
don't want to have a conversation. So do you want to have a conversation? Because I hear you speaking up. You interrupted when I was having a conversation with somebody else. You interrupted. And that to me means that you want to speak up and say something of value. But instead, you provided absolutely no value to that conversation. And when instead I tried to have a conversation with you, you blundered and started swallowing your thoughts. So do you want to actually have a conversation with me? Are you brave enough to have a conversation with me? Or are you just going to be one of those cowards who goes,
You hungry?
What is it that you want to do, Mr. Smith?
You hungry? You hungry?
No, thank you for asking. So what is it that
Teacher.
you want to do, Mr. Smith?
I try to enjoy my life.
Okay. So if I try to enjoy my life and in the process that means killing somebody, should I continue enjoying my life in that way or should I enjoy my life in a different way?
Maybe. Look,
Here
I'm
it
not
comes.
here to.
You're not here to have a conversation where
take-
we ask a question and we answer it. You derail the conversation, yet I answer your derailment and I bring it back on track. But you're not here to answer a question. You're just here to interrupt other conversations, right?
Talk about your philosophy, how you see the life, and this, and what's the change if you eat anything. It's like, look, pure human is eat human,
So,
but
Mr. Smith,
not by mouth.
I'll ask you yet again because this
By
isn't
hand.
about food. I understand. Maybe you are hungry. Maybe when you asked me you're hungry, you were actually projecting that you are indeed hungry right now. But even when you are hungry, I'm assuming you think of yourself as an intelligent person, as somebody who can control their body. So how about you take a little bit of control over your body and your thoughts, and you actually stop thinking about food and what you like to put in your mouth. I don't know if it's just about food or fetish for you, but I'm going to ask you, please, sir, control yourself in both situations. And let's speak about justice, which is what we're here to speak about. So when we're here to speak about justice, Mr. Smith, do you think it's a fair way to live your life, violating the rights of others, when you can choose to live your life without violating the rights of others?
Slowly. Be relaxed.
Okay, Mr. Smith. Well, thank you for engaging in this little experiment of ours that we just did just now. I lost 3 brain cells while speaking to you. But, I'd like to say I appreciate it, but I don't. I'm a little bit stupider now because I had this small conversation with you. I promise everyone, I'm pretty nice to people. So if anyone wants to have a conversation with me, I'll be nice to them.
Chip is such a nice guy.
Aw, it's the black and white guy. Sorry, I'm kidding. Hey, Axel. That's funny. Axel, did you move already? What's happening?
Did I move? So I'm going to visit Canada in August. So yeah, I'm gonna head to visit there in August. And then I'm going to a concert with Allison in September.
Nice.
And then after that, I'm probably moving to Ontario, like after I set up an official date, to stay with another damn vegan and stuff like that. And I'll be doing like outreach with David and another damn vegan and all that stuff.
Are you going to a Taylor Swift concert?
Bring Me the Horizon.
Is that the name of the concert or the name of the band?
The band.
Bring Me the Horizon?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that's such a... you're one of those people who has those band names that nobody knows and...
Bruh, Chip, you could not be more wrong. Bring Me the Horizon is one of the biggest bands out there.
It's not a big band. Nobody knows. Has anyone heard of Bring Me the Horizon? Oh, I'm asking.
Bruh, Bring Me the Horizon. Dude, Bring Me the Horizon is a big band.
Oh, I see somebody mentioning that they have heard of it. Okay, maybe it is. They're a big band. Okay, people are saying it's a big band. Okay, shut up. Okay, I don't know that. I only know the Taylor Swift and stuff. Shut up.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just like, bro, you could not be more wrong. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll have to look them up. I see they're a rock band. I do like rock, so why not? I see some people, it's spread. Some people know about it, some people don't. So I guess it's an American thing. Maybe they're popular in America. Ben is here. Nice. Albanese, are you vegan? Do you want Albanesa or Albanese? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Are you vegan? Do you want to have a conversation with us? Why Dioniso? Do you want to have a conversation? Gabriel?
Yeah. Yeah, it's my name.
Cool.
Hey, bro. Bro.
Are you vegan, Gabriel?
No. I like
When?
to eat meat.
Okay. You like to eat meat,
a lot
but
of-
you understand that when you do that, you are violating the rights of an animal, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to eat some fruits, but I eat meat every day.
Do you think that you have the right to take the life away from an animal because you like it?
Yeah.
Do you
but-
think
but
you
I
have the moral right? Like, do you think it's justified because you like it, because you enjoy it, therefore it's justified to kill an innocent animal?
Yeah, it don't matter for me, bro.
Wait, so let me see if I understand, Gabriel. Do you think we have the right, we as humans have the right to do whatever we want to animals because we have power over them?
Yeah, I understand what you said, but
was the
I
question?
think nothing is changed if I stop it to eat. Understand?
We can go down that route. I can explain to you why that's not true. But, oh, by the way, Axel, can you mute yourself because you're doing some hot micing over there? Thank you. I can explain to you why that's not true. But Gabriel, I'm more interested in, like, why do you think you have the right to kill an innocent animal simply because you can?
I wanna know. You is vegan,
Well,
right?
sure, answer my question with another question, yes, and let's derail it. I'll tell you what I tell every person out there. I'm pretty allergic to derails, so I'll start sneezing soon. So, yeah, go on, derail it.
Okay. I don't know why I eat meat. If everybody don't eat, I don't eat too.
So you just do what everyone else does.
Yeah, but it's normal. Everybody eat, and it makes me grow. It makes me better.
How old are you?
And I'm 26 years old.
You're not gonna grow anymore at 26. So let me ask you, why is so? You said because everyone else does it. Do you not think for yourself? Do you seriously just do what everyone else does? You don't have an independent thought of your own?
I think that the meat is very good to body.
Yeah, but that wasn't what I was asking you. I understand you really want to answer some questions, but I was asking you a different question. Do you think for yourself?
About myself?
No, not about. For yourself. Do you have independent thoughts?
Okay. I don't know, bro. I never thought about this. Sorry, but I don't know.
No,
I
it's
don't.
just I'm thinking maybe English is not your main language, and that's maybe a little bit of a barrier here. But say for instance, let's make it simple. If I have a dog, and I could kill
Yeah.
and eat them, or I could
No,
eat,
no, bro.
or I could eat plants,
No,
what would be
I
the right
understand.
choice?
I understand what you say now, and yeah, I have a dog. I love my dog, but I never kill my dog or to eat a dog.
Not your
I
dog,
understand.
right? A dog. If I bring into existence a dog, and I say that their
Yeah,
purpose is to be eaten, does that mean it's okay for me to do it?
but if I had a cow or pig, I don't kill too my pig, but most of the animals grow uh, just to die for us to eat that meat. And I understand when you say it, what you said, but it's very difficult to talk about this because everybody at the moment eat meat. It's difficult for me, for example, stop it to eat, and nothing is would be different. Understand?
No, it's obviously not what I was asking you, but um, let's make it simpler for you. We have dogs that are in shelters. You know that, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have a
Okay.
dog.
Okay. And you know that some dogs in shelters get killed because nobody adopts them.
Yeah, I understand. On other countries, it's normal to eat a dog, like China,
Sure, but
right?
I'm asking you. I don't care what they do, what other people do. I don't care what other. There's people who eat other humans also. That's not what we're speaking about here. What I'm asking you right now with you, okay? You're aware that there are shelters where they kill dogs if they don't get adopted, right?
Yeah. But depends, bro. If
No, 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 no,
I'm
no. I'm sorry.
I,
The
I thought
question. No, no.
no.
I'm sorry. Focus on the question. I understand your English is
Okay,
bad, but you have to focus on the question. Do
okay.
you understand that there are shelters where they kill dogs?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. If we choose to eat the dogs that the shelter has killed, do you have a problem with that?
Yeah, because that's my dog.
That's not your dog. That's a dog that was killed by the shelter.
Yeah, I understand.
So would
But
you have a
if
problem with eating a dog that was killed? Not for
yeah,
food, not for anything
yeah,
else, but they would have been
yeah,
killed anyway. Do you have a problem
yeah,
that instead of throwing their body in the ground, we
yeah,
eat them? Do you have a problem with that?
yeah.
You do. What's the problem with that situation?
Um, because it's not normal in my country to eat dog.
Yeah,
He eat. Oh, okay.
you have to stop focusing on what's normal. I'm trying to challenge what's normal right now. We all know what's
Oh,
normal. We all live in
but
almost identical societies. No matter how much you think your country is special, it really isn't when it
oh,
regards to animals.
oh,
It's almost the same everywhere. So, if you have a shelter that kills dogs, would you
uh,
rather buy the dog of a dead dog? Would you rather buy the meat of a dead dog? Or would you rather kill a chicken instead?
a chicken.
So you would rather
But I
kill another animal instead of eating the flesh of a dead animal.
uh, but I have a question for you.
So
If
wait a
you
minute. Wait. No, because it's another
no,
derailment.
no, please.
So
Okay, okay.
is it really that you disrespect animals that much that you'd rather kill one instead of actually eating a dead one?
bro, I understand what you is saying, but it's difficult. It's
What's difficult
to
about it? The meat would be packaged. You'd have it in the supermarket. You would just have to pick it up the same way you package you eat the other meat. What exactly would be difficult about it? I feel like all these people who claim that you can't be vegan and build muscle are also the same people who are complaining about lifting another product from a supermarket.
It's difficult to tend that, bro.
It's difficult to
You
what?
to tend.
To change?
Yeah, it's difficult to tend that because everybody eat meat at the moment. But I have a question for you. If
Wait,
you
wait a
eat,
minute.
if
Before
you,
your question.
oh, bro, I want
Sure,
to
ask
talk
me
to
your
you, bro.
question. Sure,
Okay,
ask me your question. There you go. Ask me your question.
okay. If you is lost in the jungle,
Yeah, I was
right?
sure. Yes, I would eat an animal if there is a necessity
You
for it. But if there's no necessity for
you
it, I wouldn't. Just like if there is a
okay.
necessity for it, I would eat a human. But if there's no necessity for it, I would not eat a human. So it doesn't really matter. I'll ask you yet again in the same situation when there's no necessity, when in fact you have a dead animal in front of you, you still would rather kill another animal because you have a problem with eating that dead animal?
Bro, but you need to understand. If you put meat and cheese, that meat
God.
that good.
Okay, no, this
That's
isn't going
very
anywhere.
good, bro.
This conversation is a little bit
Uh,
too stupid for
you put
for this moment in house.
vegetable, meat, chicken. It's very good, bro.
Yeah, sure.
But
But listen, Gabriel, we have conversations here where we try to actually speak about the rights of animals. I tried with you. I really genuinely tried, but it seems like you cannot get away from this idea of food. Like you are controlled by your body instead of you controlling your own body. So I don't think I want to continue having this conversation with you. Maybe somebody else does. So I don't know.
okay, bro.
Gabriel,
I like to talk. I like it to talk with you. I was joking with you the last part, but
Oh, so you were fucking with me. You were being a piece of shit who was fucking with me when I'm trying to respect the rights of animals. Oh, I got you, Gabriel. So tell me, Gabriel, why exactly do you think it's okay to rape animals? Because you pay for animals to be raped for you.
I don't rate animals,
Whoa,
bro.
why?
But
Do you think, why does a cow produce milk, Gabriel?
yeah, I like to eat meat. I like to
Oh,
eat meat.
yeah, I know you like to put body parts of animals in your mouth. We're not talking about your fetish right now. We're talking about why you think it's okay to rape animals so that you get pleasure from it. So, Gabriel, why does a cow make milk? It's a simple question.
Bro, sorry, I don't understand the question.
Yeah, then shut the fuck up. Does anybody want to continue having the conversation with this disingenuous person?
Gabriel, did you see my question to you in the side chat?
They left.
Oh, they left. Oh.
God, I dislike people who are being dishonest.
Every day is a modern day.
Okay, everyone. I'm clearly losing patience with nonsense, and I fucking hate when people are being like, "Whoa, I was just joking." Oh, great joke, bro. Sabby Coops' birthday. Happy birthday, Sabby Coops, and thank you, Brett, for the super chat. Can we get some W's in the chat here for Sabby? Sorry, for Brett as well as for Sabby, because Sabby is it's his birthday. Thank you so much, Sabby. I know I call you Sabby. I know it's spooky, but I call you Sabby. Happy birthday, Sabby. I don't know, Hammy Hamster. I think you've been here long enough, huh? I think you have, yeah. Okay, well, it's funny because whenever I'm on the street, everyone wants to debate me, but when I actually go on Discord to debate me, nobody actually has the courage to come in here and debate me. Interesting.
WH, hello.
Okay, let me make sure that some people understand. Thanks to all the animals for dying so that I can live. No, well, none of these animals died, by the way, so that you can live, just to be clear. You killed them. You pay for somebody to kill them in your name. They didn't die. You killed them. But, you know, what can I expect out of a person who supports a adjudicated rapist? I don't know what to say about that, you know. Hello, Peg. Hello, everyone. No, I think I'm done with this whole thing. I think I'm gonna just have some conversations here, and then I'm gonna go get some food, buy some food, and cook something. Have some chamomile tea. Yeah. I'm sorry, I just really overreacted with that person. It just really annoys me when people are like, well, I'm sorry, I was joking around. I was trying to be respectful to him. He wasn't speaking English very well. I mean, sure, I was kind of being a bit sassy, but I was still trying to be respectful. And he's like, well, I'm sorry, I was just fucking around. Oh, fuck off. You deserve tea and a massage. Yeah. Thank you. Why not eat animals? Because we respect them. The same reason why you don't eat dogs, cats, or other humans. Healer Jesus is Slavation. Yep, sounds about right. How are you doing? Doing good. And dinner, yeah. I can't join the call, but I'm not vegan for the same reason I'm pro-choice. Because I don't really value life that isn't sentient in the same way we are. But I believe in killing animals just for food. Oh, so you're extremely inconsistent about it. Okay, I got you. Okay. But by the way, animals are sentient in the same way we are. I don't know what you mean by they're not sentient in the same way you are. The difference in the life experience of some animals compared to you, so let me just put it this way. There definitely is one human out there that has a different experience to life than you. And the difference between their experience of life and your experience of life is smaller than the difference of your experience of life and other animals' experience of life. In other words, you have animals that have a closer experience of life to you, that have a closer sentience to you than other humans. So why exactly would you think it's okay to kill those humans and eat them? Would you think it's okay to force them into slaughterhouses? I don't know. I wouldn't. Why we don't call land an animal too? Because they're not part of the category of animals? What kind of question is that? How many millions of bugs and insects die for your half tofu and almond milk? I don't know how many. Tell me. Tell me, no name. You seem to know better than me, and I will expect you to provide some evidence for your claim. And then tell me what alternative I have instead of virtue signaling. What about human toddlers? Do you want to eat human toddlers? What exactly do you mean by that? That was a very heavy sigh. It was. I'm just wondering sometimes if this is the best approach. I like to be sassy a little bit, and it's kind of fun, but then I also don't know if anybody's actually getting the point. Like, I've been making the same point over and over and over and over for everyone to hear. If there is no need to kill an innocent animal, why on earth would you choose to do so? If there's no need to enslave them, to exploit them, why on earth would you choose to do so? It really isn't that complicated. You don't really need to bring up every single situation. You know you go to a supermarket, you know you pick up a product, and you know you can pick up a different product. Why the fuck would you say that, no, I'm going to pick this one that exploits an innocent animal? That's not very nice, you know. That's what I keep trying to explain to you. I was just asking the guy who said he could eat less sentient beings. No, I got you. Okay. Vegans don't really understand the animal world. They're not even close to us. Humans are animals, bro. What the hell are you? What the hell do you mean? Humans are animals. What the fuck? Biology. Oh. Yeah, that's where we're at, everyone. This is where we're at. Animals are now innocent. That's a wild concept. Well, what I mean by innocent is I mean that they're innocent to you. They did nothing wrong to you. You are exploiting and slaughtering an animal who did nothing wrong to you. Right? In a situation when an animal attacks you, you could say you're justified in defending yourself. But this isn't that situation. So that's why I mean when an animal is innocent. An estimated 50 billion dies each worldwide with the production of almond milk. Oh, source? Oh yeah, that's right, no source. And I don't drink almond milk, so thank you. I'm not responsible for that. Thank you for telling me that. I won't choose almond milk next time. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, I'm an ovo-lacto vegetarian myself. Slavation person, do you know what cows go through it? Do you know the fact that they forcefully impregnate cows, that they kill the cows, that they kill the babies of the cows? Do you know that? Do you know the horrors that these animals go through for your choice? You know that they're treated like products? Do you think you just have the right to take whatever you want from an animal because they're different than you? I don't know. Sup, Chip? Hey, Lavish. Here we go, everyone. Listen, we gotta be smart, everyone. We got I mean, all of us vegans, we've been debating and doing this activism for years. But hey, this person knows it. Innocent animals do need to die young. Obviously, they need to die young. It's a necessity. If they don't die young, what's gonna happen? They're gonna die young. Okay. Animals that have evolved to be prey, these animals have evolved to be prey. Listen to this person. Smart, exactly. All reproduce exponentially. Yeah, obviously. So not all can survive. A limited world cannot sustain exponential growth. I wonder, do you think that this was actually a point towards anything that I was saying? Do you think that when we farm animals, they need to die young? When we farm them, we forcefully impregnate them. We bring them into existence in the billions, in the tens of billions, also that we can cut their throats open, chop them into pieces, and then you can lick their insides. What the hell does that have to do with anything that happens in nature or anything that you mentioned above? Did anything say anything about food chains, environmental destruction, or anything like that? No. But you are so far already so concerned about the environmental destruction that you don't realize that you are in fact causing a lot more environmental destructions and destroying a lot more ecosystems in the process. I don't get it. I don't get it. And if you just start moving on to the next argument, then that just means you don't actually care about it. You're just trying to find arguments for it. That's all it is, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you, B12 Bay, for saying what you did. I saw it there. Where did you say it? I saw it. And I wanted to reply to it, but I hesitated. Always hesitate. You said it's not my fault. Then not getting it is not your fault. I appreciate it. Yeah, I understand that. It's just trying sometimes to really trying to educate people is like, sometimes I feel like educating people, we need to educate them biology, simple economics, simple philosophy, also that people can get a simple structure. Don't leave the animals alone. Just violence and blood? No violence and blood. Oh my God, it's so difficult. But what about what the fuck? It's so simple. I'm not trying to debate, but I'll explain my position. I'm a Satanist. Okay. And one of our tenets is that to take a life of an animal for reasons except food is wrong. Well, I'm not trying to debate, but I'll try to explain my position to you, the real unemployed Brendan. I'm a tofuist. And in one of our tenets, which is our moral guidelines, right, is that To not kill somebody with the name of the real unemployed Brandon is wrong. Therefore, I have to kill you. It's as simple as that. My religion created an arbitrary rule, which when it affects you, I'm assuming you wouldn't want me to exercise that rule. But when it affects others, you seem to think it's okay to exercise that rule. I'm not fighting for my rights now. I'm fighting for somebody else's rights, who you think you have the right to exploit, abuse, and slaughter, simply because you hold to some ridiculous belief. And yes, Satanism is just as ridiculous as Godism, or as Christianity, whatever other fucking religions you have, because all religions are equally stupid. So if you actually want to live in line with some form of moral values, and you think it's wrong to kill a dog to use their body as a punching bag, then it should be wrong to kill a dog to eat them too. Because you know what? The whole idea is we know killing is bad for the animal. That's why killing is wrong. Killing is always wrong. That's the reality. Killing is just always wrong. Let me make it painfully simple for you. All these rules that religions create, all these exceptions, killing is 100% of the times wrong. It's just that in certain situations, it's a necessity. In certain situations, we say, we gotta do it. It's justified because we have to do it. If we don't do it, we may die. So therefore, it kind of means my life versus their life. So it's justified. But when there's none of that, when there's absolutely no need for you to kill an animal, when there's absolutely no need for you to do anything like that, you cannot justify it. And the killing is no longer a necessary evil. It just remains an evil. It just remains a bad thing you're doing. So whatever moral values you have, if you're the type of person who actually uses logic and critical thinking, who thinks for themselves, I hope you use that, not some fucking rules written by somebody in their basement. Or, on a rock somewhere. I hope you do that. I hope you do better, because the animals deserve it. Wolf is here. Oh my god, Wolf, I haven't seen you in forever. How are you doing, Wolf? I saw you somewhere here. We have to survive. Sure, we can survive on a plant-based diet. I'm not vegan because meat is good for you and tastes good. Meat is actually not good for you. Above 100 grams meat contributes to gastrointestinal cancer, white meat and red meat to colorectal cancer, which is the highest incidence of cancer worldwide. So, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're not just destroying the planet, on top of destroying the planet, right, by the way, because I haven't even mentioned that, right? So if you're a selfish piece of shit and you care absolutely only yourself, you should still not consume animal products, because in doing so, you are harming yourself also. By how? Well, as I just explained to you, you are harming your health if you eat above a certain amount. But let's say you're one of those people who decides to eat less. Well, that's okay, because you're still harming the planet, and when you're harming the planet, you're also harming yourself. And it's not just a little bit of harm, because animal agriculture is responsible for the highest amount of greenhouse gases, which are the ones who warm up the atmosphere the most. So if you hate the fucking weather, if you hate the heat waves and all that shit that's happening, and you absolutely don't care about anybody but yourself, you should still be vegan. It's just the thing about being vegan is, though, is just so freaking logical from every single point of view that you take it, isn't it? It's a fucking superpower. It's magnificent. It's beautiful. It's literally every angle you take it from, every angle just makes so much sense. I'm not even a person who cares particularly much about animals or humans, to be precise. I fight for justice and injustice. I care about justice, because injustice somewhere is injustice everywhere. I know you may not think that one injustice happening to an animal does not apply to you, but it does. And as I just explained to you, it will affect you, and it does. But you gotta stop thinking only about yourself also. Let's see, the Satanist person. It's not a religion, okay? It's an inherently secular belief system. We're secular humanists. Okay. Just sounds like you have the same thing that religions have, rules. And it's not really rules. Oh, okay. It's more like just guidelines that we decide to identify with and agree generally. Okay. So if you create a rule that you identify with and agree with generally, that it's okay to rape women, then I'm assuming, since all of you agree with it, then it's okay to do that, correct? Right? I just took an absurd example, which we all agree that it's wrong, And if you, so a group of people who follow these rules that you want, that you create, say that it is right, then it becomes right to you? Is that what you're saying? Because, I don't know, man. For me, my moral rules are drawn from some form of logic and critical thinking. I base myself on simple idea. What I want happen to me, what I don't want happen to me. I don't want anybody to violate my body autonomy. I don't want anybody to unalive me. I don't want anybody to do anything like that. So therefore, I don't do it to anybody else, including other animals of a different species, and including animals of the same species. Meanwhile, scientists from over 180 countries found out that milk drinkers have very little ding-dongs. Well, they don't. I mean, at least I don't think there's a correlation, but there is an interesting thing to be said that when you consume animal products, you raise your LDL-C, which is your bad cholesterol, and in doing so, you will have worse erections. So at least you'll have worse erections. No? Don't impose your opinions on others. Exactly. You got it, Dons. You got it, Dan Snow. That's exactly what I'm saying. Don't impose your opinion on others. Because when you're choosing to not be vegan, you're imposing your opinion on the animals. We have our rights. We don't welcome you. Exactly what the animals would say. I want my rights. I don't welcome you to just think you can take away from me. You're right. Dan Snow, you should be vegan because you get it. We shouldn't be exploiting and slaughtering innocent animals. You're 100% right about that. If sensory pleasure justifies eating animals, does it justify dogfighting too? Both are sensory pleasures. Well put, Wolf. Well put. Yeah, I mean, you know, I vaccinate, therefore not vegan. I also vaccinate. Vaccination doesn't mean you're not vegan. Here it comes. I don't understand what causes you to weak weight. Oh, I'm sorry. Moral value of other animals with us. We are animals. I'm just curious. I don't get it, and I'd really like to learn more and know why. Okay, well then maybe prick up your ears and I'll explain it simply. Sorry, I'm being sassy again, and I'll be more respectful. Just pay attention. It's not about the value that we put on others. Obviously, to a human, another human will have a lot of value. And obviously, to a chicken, another chicken will have a lot of value. To a cow, another cow would have a lot of value. It's pretty simple that individuals that you bond with, individuals that you relate with, and individuals that are more in closer proximity to will have more value to you than individuals that are not in that situation, right? For example, your family has more value than I do. And a stranger has less, a stranger who you know absolutely nothing about may have even less value than me. All this chain of value that you create, it's up for you to decide, and nobody cares. I don't care. You decide for that, and you know, if you put me, if you're in a situation like a trolley problem where you can either kill me or your mom, I don't think anybody would be like, you murderer, because you choose to kill me instead of your mom, right? Nobody would bat an eye, and nobody would have an issue with that. However, just because I have this little value in your value set of items, right, it doesn't mean that all of a sudden you get to cross that line somewhere, wherever you want, arbitrarily, and say, you know what, that's it, I stop here, you will be killed. Why? Because I can. Because you don't have value to me. No, it doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. And by the way, in the system of value, it's not always just humans and animals. They intertwine a lot. For example, a dog, your dog, if you have a dog, a pet companion, for a lot of people, their pet companion may mean more than a lot of other strangers. And I'll tell you what, if you had a dog, it would mean a whole lot more than it would if you had to choose between killing a dog or Hitler. You would always choose to kill Hitler instead of a dog. So obviously, a dog would have more value than a human. So even when you get down to the baseless of your human scales, the value, there still will be a lot of animals that matter more than other humans. That doesn't mean you get to cross a line and kill anybody simply because you can, okay? It just doesn't. Because what matters, animal rights, human rights, women's rights, all of these, animal rights, human rights, all of these, they're not about how we value them. Humans shouldn't deserve rights because we value humans. If for some reason parts of the humanity divides into two different species, it doesn't mean that all of a sudden we don't respect each other anymore and we don't give rights to each other anymore. The reason why we, like, even right now, if you were to find out that half the humans is a different species or a different subspecies, it doesn't mean that they don't deserve to value. They should be killed because they don't have value anymore. They're not part of your group or your species group. No, you respect them and you give them, leave them alone because you understand that they themselves value their life. They themselves value their existence. You don't kill them because they don't want to die. You don't kill an animal because they don't want to die. This really isn't about the value we place on them, but rather that the value they themselves place on themselves. Can I ask if you're against killing animals at all? No, of course not. If an animal is attacking me, I might kill an animal. I hope I never get to that situation. I hope I never need to. But in a situation of necessity, if it's needed to, nobody has a problem with it. Or just the industries. It's not even about industries. This idea of industries that do so in the ways they do where we know they're inhumane. No, by the way, FYI, let me drop the study right now in the chat because animal welfare index is better on larger farms than on smaller farms. I'll just drop the PMID. That's easier. And you can search based on that PMID. I'm too lazy to search for that now. Animal welfare is better on larger farms than smaller farms. So in fact, an animal is better in a situation of a factory farm than a smaller farm, according to this study at least. But the problem isn't, we don't have a problem with how we treat the animals. The problem is the fact that you see animals in a way that you think you have the right to exploit them. You know, throughout our history, we saw black people in a way that we had the right to exploit them. We saw women as a way that we have a right to exploit them. Hell, people still see black people and women that way today. And it's not a matter of they don't acknowledge that they're humans. It's just that this group you chose the species group and say, oh, everyone within this group is safe. I will respect. Everyone outside of it, fuck them. Well, these people, they just chose a smaller group. They're no different than you. They just chose they just chose a smaller group and said, these people within my race, I respect them. Everyone outside of, fuck them. These people within my sex group, I respect them. Everyone else, fuck them. Or gender, not necessarily sex. But see what I mean? Like, they're all just arbitrary. You can't really choose whether to kill somebody or not based on the category that they belong to. You need to do it based on the traits that they have. You need to have a good enough justification to kill somebody. You can't just kill somebody because you can or because they belong to a different group. You need a fucking good justification for it. You can't just say, I don't like you. I don't value you. Therefore, it's okay for me to kill you. No. You need a pretty good justification. We as humans have created a society where we punish people for just killing them because they can. We sadly do that only to humans because we only acknowledge that, and to the animals that we like. But you know, there's animals that we don't like and still should live. What's your opinion on human design? What's your human design? Wait, sorry. Let me read it from here. What's your human design? Are you generator or a projector? If you want more information about what I'm asking you a question about, look up RAU there's a change coming. Whatever the fuck that means, man. I don't know. That just sounds silly to me. That just sounds like more mumbo jumbo, and with your name, Jesus Salvation, it just sounds like something nonsense. I don't see that, and I totally see where you're coming from. Yeah. It's the real unemployed, Brendan. It's honestly, it's just an attempt at respecting the rights of animals. That's it. I'm not asking you to do what I do. I'm not asking you to be on the street. I do that also. I'm not asking you to speak up for animals. Obviously, we need more people to do that. But I think that's more of a virtue than a moral obligation. I know some people may not like me saying that. But I do still see it more of a virtue. But I do still think you 100% have a moral obligation to not oppress animals. Because you don't need to. You have a moral obligation to be decent towards anybody, and you can only justify being indecent if there's an absolute necessity or a really damn good reason, which would imply some form of necessity. Chip, I just questioned a carnist person in VIB. She was unsure whether to save a dog or a human baby over a blade of grass in a burning house. Because all are alive. God damn it. What the fuck? No, okay, Louis, that's insane. Okay, well, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. On that note, I appreciate everyone. Please subscribe, especially you, the real unemployed Brandon. I never really thought about this in that way. I really appreciate you explaining your view to me. Well, please subscribe to Real Unemployed Brandon. I think you'll enjoy the conversations we have with people on the street. I'm genuinely a nice and respectable person. I respect people, but you know, when people come up with ridiculous excuses for doing bad things, I try to make a little bit fun of it so that I don't, you know, lose my sanity in all of this. But you know, subscribe, maybe you'll enjoy the content, and everyone else, I hope you do the same. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Shout out to Draculum. Draculum was the first to comment on the last stream, so Draculum, heck yeah, man, strong. We ain't got no shout outs, no other shout outs today. I think Martin was the first to comment, so I'll give a shout out to Martin also. And Martin deserves a shout out anyway, because he's doing just so much moderating in all the streams, and I appreciate that. And thank you for everyone. Thank you for whoever donated. Sabby Coops, happy birthday again, man. I don't know how old you're turning. 15, 16? I don't know. You look young. I haven't even seen you. It's just a thing I say usually to people. But you're cool. You seem like a cool person, so I appreciate you. And I really do appreciate everyone, honestly. Like, sometimes when you drop comments and I go to the gym and then I read the comments afterwards and I laugh by myself in the gym, it really means a lot. You know, like in this fucked up world, I feel like a community is brewing, and that's amazing. And I appreciate all of you guys for that. I don't know exactly when I'll be back. Probably tomorrow, and if not, Wednesday. I don't always say, hey, back. My brain is ADHD++, so I try not to get down in the chat. Yeah, no worries. I got you. I got you, Ulf. I got you. I appreciate you being here. Also, you Beetle Babe. I appreciate you. Der Vegan Pros. Good night. Gute Nacht. And